Hi y'all. What's up, y'all? How everybody doing? I hope everybody doing good because I am. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to the notification gang and the new people too. Yeah, check this out, y'all. Man, look, it's like this here. When it come to the Kenneka Jenkins case, man, when it come to Andrew Holmes, right? When it come to Andrew Holmes, Miss Teresa, Leonora, just those three alone, right? Just those three alone. You know what Andrew Holmes said? What would be on the footage? He'd even described the route and said you know what I'm saying? They specifically gave him a walkthrough of the cameras, right? And I know a lot of people be like, well, Andrew Holmes, he's a liar. He didn't see no footage. I believe he did. Cause he a private investigator. And a private investigator is not finna go on your word. If I'm gonna help you, I got to see the footage for myself. You see what I'm saying? First of all, you got to think about Andrew Massey. He's a private investigator, a crooked one that there one. He a crooked one that there one and stuff. So you already know what his narrative gonna be is defending Crown Plaza. He gonna see that footage for him to tell the world a lie. Cause you don't want to say nothing in the near future that will come back on you, right? So all what Andrew Holmes did, what the court paper said, we saw her with staff members. That's a proven fact. We ain't got to speculate on that no more. But Andrew Holmes the one that said she was all down there alone. That's your lie right there. That's what I would pay somebody would tell the world. Just say she was down there alone. Don't say she was in there with none of our staff members. That's a lie. When he specifically said, oh, I seen her in the lobby and then gets on the elevator. Let's stop it right there. Is that a lie or is that the truth? Because we never see no footage of the girl in the lobby, period. But that maybe could be true. That don't mean because we didn't saw it, it ain't no surveillance footage. Right? I'm naming the things where Andrew Holmes specifically said what he saw on the footage. You know the route, but check this out. How the way Crown Plaza gave us the route and then Andrew Holmes specifically explaining a different route, it would make it look like, well, Andrew Holmes don't know what he talking about because this the footage Crown Plaza gave us. Right? Think about that. Andrew Holmes gave us specifically timestamp. Said what time she was in the lobby. They said that was at 3:20 in the lobby. Is that a lie or is that the truth? We didn't see this, but that don't mean nothing that it's true. I'll pay somebody would say, look, say you saw her in the lobby, I ain't gonna put that footage out. Cause we don't need to show that footage because in the same frame, we're going to have a manager or a security or a sister or somebody going to be in that time frame at 3:20. Because go back to 3:20. What they were trying to specifically explain to us what was going on at 3:20, especially when it come to Irene. You know, I was still in the room. Peas, where you was at? Man, you know, we knocking on door for door looking for it. Oh, at 3:20? Really though? How would you be searching the hotel at 3 something? And Andrew Holmes said she in the lobby. She in the lobby, but mysteriously, everybody's story, when they in the lobby, they can't find nobody. All right. Since we speaking of 3:20, let's go 30 minutes before that. Round 3 o'clock. Cause the own sister said we got 5 more of the videos. We don't even know what video them is. To be honest with you. They might don't even be talking about Irene or TY video. That's just something for us to watch. You think they got video? Bruh, these people got video we ain't never saw before. You best be guarantee you that. So listen to what Andrew Holmes' story specifically said. He said they even got her movement off the 9th floor. That's what Andrew Holmes said. And the court papers. And the court papers said that. But did we saw the video? Nope. That don't mean that it's true. Cause what will be on that video? We already know what we'll see on the video. Especially by the elevators. Man, that video might be too serious that you can't really just show the public. Right? I'm giving y'all how we finna walk this case down. Right? That's the narrative with Andrew Holmes. You know the narrative of Leonora. Then Miss Teresa. That's the big three right there. Them the main people that need to be focused on right now in the investigation. You already know Irene was paid to do that setup. There was no party. It's gonna look like that because that's how it was introduced to us. Oh, look at the people throwing the birthday party. Oh no, something went wrong? No. She was paid to do that. Irene was paid to tell us that timeline of Tucson. I last saw the girl at Tucson. She was paid to say that. Right? Peasney was paid to say these things. Right? Miss Teresa and Leonora got video. The video that they got, you got to think about it. They got a video that they got, they self-secured. They got video. They're going to secure their freedom. Right? So since they got the video, Leonora going to hit her little nieces up. Her little cousin. Man, y'all get on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And say y'all ain't related. So they all on Facebook acting like they don't even know nothing about Kenneka Jenkins. Cause nobody wasn't looking at them because we ain't had no reason to. We ain't never seen the day of these people. Like we would have never knew nothing about these people unless somebody from Chicago became a YouTuber and said, hey, did y'all know these family members playing y'all? And they denied it. Even Miss Teresa would deny the allegations until it was exposed. Now, since it's exposed, it's justice for Kenneka now. All right. We know the layout. Matter of fact, right? I'm finna show you how they did this. Check this out, gang. I'm finna go to the big screen. Pow. There we go right here. I got all the videos set up, right? I got all the videos set up. First of all, let's pay attention of the layout first, right? Which is this gonna be this video? Shout out to this YouTuber that went to Crown Plaza, you know what I'm saying, with their phone and start recording and giving us a little tour. Right? Now, this finna give you the real layout. Think about how Rosemont gave you the layout, right? When it come to this. Let's go to right here for a prime example. Hotel layouts. We're gonna start by with this map right here, right? Now the narrative they gave us, it was so many wrenches were thrown in. It made it you hard to figure out, okay, if she on the elevators got off on the lower level, right? This walking down the lower level, cause she gotta turn. Then walk all the way down here. Now, everybody know these gonna be double doors that finna leave you into the kitchen area. But as you looking at it from the top map, this a parking lot, right? But at the bottom of this, it's a kitchen. You see what I'm saying? It's a kitchen. So, boom, she come through these doors, right? Lower level. She will be in the kitchen in this area, right? So as we know this from the lower level, look at the top point of view. Boom, trash dock, right? Check this out. If she came in the kitchen, she made a big turn, a U-turn, because she come out the kitchen this way, bumped into her, and then walked back in this way. Right? So everybody was like, oh, okay, well, if she come back in the kitchen, how would she get upstairs to the kitchen that's going to be in the freezer right here? But if you listen to what Andrew Holmes said, right? For the people that think the man lying, the man is not lying. He's not lying. Because he said, boom, she went up the stairs but tried to make her way back to the lobby. Boom, but she turned back and went the other way. Right? He said when she came in the door, listen to this route right here. Kenneka on the lower level. Eugenia Garcia told everybody, we last saw Kenneka on the lower level, not the upstairs kitchen. Not the scene they showed us of her walking towards the freezer. Not that scene. If you seen the Garcia said this the last place we saw her and took the police down there, listen to what Andrew Holmes said. Yeah, when she went in there, it's a kitchen back there. And nobody can come from nowhere. They got to come in the way you come in, that's a lie. Because this is employee entry and employees could come this way. And it ain't gonna be cameras in this certain part of the location. Right? So when he was telling you what happened to Kenneka, she walked through her. It's gonna be employees in her. Ain't nothing back here but a break room, an employee locker room, and a kitchen. And most of all, it's right here by the employee entrance. Right by the employee entrance, right? We all know Miss Teresa gonna be in this ballroom, right? Now, Trey Gang told y'all the timestamp on that camera. If Miss Teresa in that ballroom, Miss Teresa go in that ballroom, walk down here, and could be easily in the kitchen. Watch this. Miss Teresa come in that ballroom with the police and this elevators. The freight elevator's right here. You could jump on that freight elevator, take it downstairs. Once you take it downstairs, you're still in the ballroom. Y'all remember where the beverage manager changing clothes and with the sheets and blanket? That's going to be in this area, right where the elevators at. You mean tell me Miss Teresa took them elevators, come this way unseen, just like when Nira Laura said, yeah, you got to walk through something else. You got to come through here. They were like, no, we not there yet. No, we not there yet. Then you got to turn some more. Then you got to go this way. And then you got to, and this is camera right where you get for the kitchen. Right? So check this out. Let's pay attention to the layout of the hotel.
Because we're going to be going in and out.
All right, let's stop it right there. Look on that computer screen and tell me do you see footage on her? Keep this in mind, Miss Teresa said when she went up there, they told them they had no camera. But if you was standing right up at this front desk, you see these people got a computer screen with monitors on it, right? Where is it? Where is it? Cause do you see this camera right here? This showing right at the back dock. You want to know where this camera showing at? Right here. This camera is showing right here. And if you look at this angle part, that camera is flashing this way. It's flashing this way. That's right here. We already know this the front entrance where you come in through the swinging door. So you got cameras which show shuttle buses, Uber drivers, cabs, people arriving. Right here at the front desk. You even see the lobby footage right here. Look. What footage is this? Look at all the camera angles that we don't even got. And these the cameras that will catch everything. Oh, French K kept running outside. What he was doing right up in here. Oh, when he made his rounds, this how did he come in that door to come in the kitchen when he did his first perimeter check? Cause this the door that he gonna have to come into. You see what I'm saying? Lobby footage. You got two angles of the lobby footage. Cause this footage right here is showing y'all the gift. The other those by the gift shop. All right.
When you enter through the parking lot, there's gonna
So
Here's one thing you need to do before buying anything online. Don't spend a
here go the layout. Check out the layout. 9th floor. This is the 9th floor. Watch the layout. Big old storeroom right here. Nobody don't talk about this and these people telling y'all that they was in the hallway drinking and smoking, and look at this big storeroom right here. Right by 926. Right? Check this out. I can walk down this hallway. What y'all say y'all I'm in the pool area. Okay, let me walk down the hallway. I could come out of room 926 and just walk down this hallway where you see exit signs saying, and could look down and see the whole assault. Look, it's exit signs. You can walk down this area and can exit. Nobody don't talk about this stuff. I could come out of room 926, walk down this hallway. How would you find me on the footage? If you looking for me to come off the elevator and walk on the main floor, you got to be out your mind if I'ma walk that. Man, I could come through here. It's stairwells right here. It says it's an exit. Clear as day. On both sides. And I can walk down these stairwells. Guess where they're going to lead me to? Straight to the pool area. So I can walk through here. Boom. Jump on the stairwell. And once I go down there, this where the police was. Where you can we flash the light out the window right above the E, you know, where you see the Crown Plaza. So Mitch recently was standing right here when they were shining the light out the window. Y'all must forget this would be the same route the police would be taking on the 911 frequency. Yeah, show us window they were talking about. Yeah, we on the 11th floor right now. Shine that light out that window, please. Right here at the pool area. Ain't this funny that you would have police would be standing here at the pool area? If Kenneka body will never at no pool area and they won't be investigating the pool area and had to shut down. You don't see where I'm going with this? Everybody suspect this girl was in the pool area. Why would the police would be posted in this area right at the pool area? Let that just slip your mind in. You know what I'm talking about? That part. So when Franz K said we watched Kenneka get beat up from the back patio and dragged in the pool area. I can see this from right here if I was a part of the setup. Right? From right here on my phone. I see y'all. Boom, okay. Oh! While these people was at that back door, well, we seen the struggle at the back door, Irene could be right here watching everything. Remember that was at the back door? Everybody was like, then you got flashing lights, right? So you gonna have to see the car right here in this area, cause this where is gonna be happening. So somebody had a car right here. Check it out. Check this, y'all see this? You see how many steps it takes from room 926 to get to the stairwells. Make it so bad that the police report said Kenneka was last seen on the 9th floor and getting on the elevators. but didn't tell y'all that they did tell y'all that when she ended up on the lower level, she took the stairs. She didn't get off on the elevators. I'm gonna repeat this one more time. This the trickery when it comes to the paperwork. The paperwork said Kenneka got on the elevator, took the elevator down to the lobby, and she got back on the elevator and somehow made it downstairs. They didn't tell y'all she got off on the elevator downstairs. The paperwork said Kenneka took some stairs, and that's how she ended up on the lower level. That's what the paperwork said. It didn't say nothing about, Kenneka getting off on the lower level and walking down the hall. So when you think about what Sergeant Rose said, if Kenneka met up with two friends on the 9th floor round about 1:30, this is what Sergeant Rose said. That means if that's true, Kenneka was on that 9th floor around that 1:30. And soon she met up with two friends. They came out of room 926. Kenneka made a text message to her sister. I'm ready to go. And next thing you know, she got ghosts. She got ghosts. Kenneka missing. Last text message to her sister, and her sister didn't even respond until 30 minutes later. So for the people, they got all us confused saying, yeah, Monifa took her out the room and left her in the hallway. And next thing you know, she was in the hallway. But watch this, what Casualty finna say. I'm finna go to Casualty call.
Like, I don't really give a fuck about it. I'm like, nah, I don't know her. There's 3 million people there. So when my little cousin called me, like, yo, you see what happened to Shorty? I'm like, Shorty, who's that? He telling me, like, that's mama, that Ruth Ann's granddaughter and all that stuff. I'm like, word, what? So they see what happened. Like, she wasn't for the run. I'm from Chicago, I'm in Brooklyn. They're like, you know that bitch? I'm dumb. Like, I don't really give a fuck about it. Like, I don't know her. There's 3 million people there. So when my little cousin called me, like, yo, you see what happened to Shorty? I'm like, Shorty, who is that? He telling me, like, that's mama, that Ruth Ann's granddaughter and all that stuff. I'm like, word, she what? So the nigga, they see what happened. Like, said, after the niggas was trying to fuck her, they trying to run her. She wasn't for the run, the train shit. You feel me? She was fucking one nigga. She showed Mike showed me part of the video, but she where it showed her throwing the nigga down on the bed and get on top of him like kiss him. Then she rolled over, but no one knows that part of that type shit. But she fucking after she did what she did, they was still like smoking and shit, and she ducked off on her own. You feel me? Like she ducked off on her own type shit. That's when they got her on video walking back to the front desk. Like she the fake.
Now, think about what he just said. Kenneka might have ducked off on her own. Think about what he just said. Right? Go to this police report. Right at 1:30. You see this? Right at 1:30. She met with people on the 9th floor. They went in the room. Not Kenneka. Not Kenneka. Her two friends went in the room because Kenneka came to meet them. So that means they came out of room 926, greeted Kenneka, left her in the hallway, and went back in the room. When they turned, she was no longer present in the hallway. Now watch this. They didn't say nothing about her getting off on the elevators. Watch this. They didn't say nothing about that. They said this report of the file, she will observe 3:32, walking down a hallway. Never said Kenneka got off on the elevators. But you got footage of Kenneka getting off on the elevator. So in your mind, you looking at her getting off on the elevator and on the lower level. But if you go back to the police report, they gonna specifically say she walked down the stairs. That's how she ended up on the lower level in the first place. She never pressed the button to get on the elevator and went down on the lower level. Not when she came up missing. Yeah, probably earlier that night. You know what I'm saying?
First of all, the freezer's not in the fucking basement. Ain't no freezer in the basement. The freezer was in the kitchen. You feel me? It's in the kitchen. That's the main floor by the lobby area. So it's like I'm starving in Brooklyn. You're like, you know that bitch? I'm dumb. Like, I don't
Listen to the route.
Like, nah, I don't know her. There's 3 million people there. So when my little cousin called, ain't no freezer in the basement. The freezer was in the kitchen. You feel me? It's in the kitchen. That's on the main floor by the lobby area.
So she went by herself. Why the best friend saying I thought she was behind?
And this Quetta talking to Casualty. This what make it so bad. This is Quetta talking to Casualty, Shemaya cousin. They thought we were never gonna figure this out. So they basically telling you. In the beginning, we like, oh, it's a leak call. Oh, he know what happened because they telling him what's happened. But the whole time they were family members, bro. Family members. Cause I was wondering, like, how would a call get leaked out with 2 killers? Like, you know, they say you got 2 killers on the phone with each other. How would they phone call would get leaked? Who would leak it? This is Quetta, the cousin, talking to Shemaya, cousin. And listen to, they say they got videos and everything, bro. Shemaya got videos. Monifa got video. Just like Nori got video. All of this gonna be around 1:30. All this gonna be around 1:30. So that's when them video finna play a major role in this. All right.
Me.
Because they was the best friend. First of all, there's a lot of fake pages out there. Like a lot of them shit is fake.
See?
So like Monifa's not really writing like they say she writes. You feel me?
Oh, okay.
Like, I could like if I answer them, I can three-way Monifa right now. Like she's not really writing like she writes. She's not dead. None of that shit. But the situation is, she went down there and said, you feel me? Now the whole time, but like, why you see it? She feel like Monifa might have something to do with it. You feel me? But it's happening. Now, whatever players Monifa and this little nigga that on the motherfucking situation, but it was a coincidence. It wasn't like it wasn't no something. See, dude got caught in the act. He caught the fleet. Like he did a deal with her type shit. Ain't no freeze in the basement.
Now you heard what he just said? He said dude got caught in the act, meaning like a manager or somebody very important, right? Go back to Risco call. Then Nori said Kenneka was last seen with one of your staff members. Could be a manager, right? So we already know that Kenneka gonna be last seen with a manager. But they want you to look at the fingers at Monifa though. You gotta point the fingers at Monifa because you won't cash that check if you don't. You see what I'm saying? You won't cash that check if you don't, bro. Right? So watch what Andrew Holmes finna tell everybody, bro. Now let's listen to this.
Then they come on and told that employee tell them which one it is. The employee did. Which one it is? No, just don't drop no accusation. No, just try. Just what was in that freezer? Because why so long before somebody would go in a freezer in a hotel this size? We went in the freezer. It wasn't nothing in the freezer, but one little piece of ice in the freezer was warm when we got in the freezer. It wasn't even cold. They said they had just turned it on. Even if it was out, you should still be a little cold when the freezer was all full of ice.
She just told everybody they just turned the freezer on. They just turned the freezer on. And look at this route. Listen to Living Norris story. And once we get the layout right, Andrew Holmes really bust his case wide open. That's why you never see him talked about the Kenneka Jenkins again. Because if you paying attention to what Living Norris saying, we heard this narrative. Check this out. We heard this story so many times. We done heard this story so many times. Now this finna hit real different. Cause she telling y'all, it's finna hit real different. Watch this.
Did they say anything about any obvious marks on her, anything like that? No, they didn't let us see her until they put her in the body. We didn't see none down here. We only saw her from that on up. And her hair was all over her head. It looked like she was spiking. I asked some friends how was her hair was when she left out the hotel. They said her hair was flat and straight down. And when I saw it, looked like it was just all over her head. It didn't add up. It didn't add up. Were you the one who spoke with your sister at about 1:30 the night before on Saturday morning? Or no? Somebody, one of your family.
Damn, y'all, I had my microphone on mute. Let me do this again. I see why that Leonora denied contacting her sister at 1:30. Cause Kenneka would be in the hallway meeting up with somebody. We don't know if that's Monifa or Maya. We don't even know that. Right? But this at 1:30. The news asked the sister, did you last contact your sister at 1:30? She denied it, but told the police, I confess, that was me. And this when your sister came up missing. Meeting up with two friends. Don't know who these two friends is. But mysteriously, your sister was left in the hallway alone and became up missing. So Leonora was like, I can't tell the world that I last talked to my sister at 1:30. I need Irene video. And I got to show this video at 1:30. So we're going to show Kenneka in the room with Irene at 1:30. And then we're going to show TY live after that. They give us another hour. That's going to be at 2:30. So boom, she done cover herself up with Irene video and TY video, cause a pre-recorded video would show and cover up for really 130. You see that? That's why we got Irene and TY live at 136 and 236. Cause it completely cover up. Kenneka met up with somebody on the 9th floor, never went in room 926. So that means when they went in the room, Franz K's story could be much very true. That's when the dude snatched her in the elevators. That's a setup. That's a setup. You got on that lower level. Boom. All right, girl, sit right here right quick. Let me go back in the room. Next thing you know, they go back in the room. The girl getting pulled in the elevators. It won't no need to Leonora to spawn back then because she already know the setup. Don't that make sense? Don't that make sense? I'm the sister. I'm finna set my baby sister up. All I need is just to come down that room 926 at 130. Boom. Now she gone. Uh-oh. Pie y'all. Thumb me up, gang, if that's a setup all day long. Thumb me up if that's a setup all day long, right? If you the sister, you setting up little sis. Man, look. You know where her friends gonna be at. Yeah, Kenneka, meet me on the 9th floor. You ready to go? I'm on the 9th floor. Next time you know, Kenneka on that 9th floor. Next time you know, boom, knock on the door. They like, hold on, wait a minute. Let's you know how you knock on the room door? Hey, Monique and them in here, yeah, hold on. We finna go get her right quick. Slam the door in her face and Monique will go take your gone out there. Next thing you know, Monique, yeah, girl, what's up? Yeah, girl, I'm finna blah blah blah, woo woo woo. Okay, we finna go back in the room right quick. We'll be back in 1 minute. And next thing you know, she just sitting up there waiting. And people snatching her in the elevators. With the help of her sister, cause she gonna notify the body snatchers. She on the 9th floor right now. It's a hit. Go. All right.
Family members spoke with her at 1:30, right? No, I know she left the house at 11:30 on Friday. Yeah. But Saturday morning, there was a report that somebody spoke with her, at least knew that she was alive at 1:30 on Saturday morning. Is there any confirmation that you know of from that? Okay. So we're literally looking for what happened from that time until she was found Sunday morning. I mean, nobody really. That's a long time. It's a long time. That's a whole day to not to, like, even if a boy did find her, what made that a boy go into an empty prison? How? If y'all say y'all don't.
Pay attention when I say this, y'all. We know what was going on at 1:30 in the hallway. Leonora with that stuff at 1:30. Listen to what this finna explain. Exactly when Kenneka come out the room. So put it like this here. Her sister set her up. That's how she end up on the 9th floor, meeting up with somebody. And next thing you know, her sister give everybody the 411, the crew, to snatch her sister and take her and lure her somewhere down in the lower level, right? This where Andrew Holmes gonna see the video, cause he finna explain.
Lights out, and she panicking and she got an assistant. I'm like, damn, right? She's up in there.
What's up, everybody? As you come in, share this video so we can go ahead and one more minute. We're gonna start share this to lose, you know what I'm saying, a daughter, somebody that you raised. And so you know,
keep in mind, Andrew Home gonna know how the sister lure her sister to the 9th floor on a different floor for her to get snatched. Right? This the setup, gang. Listen what I'm saying. At 1:30, Kenneka was lured to the 9th floor. When she was lured to the 9th floor, they snatched her and took her in the elevators. To cover that part up, they're going to show you Irene live video. Because now you focus on Irene video and Monifa and everybody that's in the video capping. Right? But the whole time, the girl was on the 9th floor, got lured by her sister, because she texted her sister and said, I'm ready to go. So she probably had an impression that her sister was on the 9th floor. Asking, my sister in here, yeah, how long we finna go back in the room and go get your sister? Next thing you know, you got dudes snatching in the elevator, taking her to the 11th floor. Then when they took her to the 11th floor, they took her to the 6th floor. This at 1:30, going on 2 o'clock. 30 minutes later, you got Monifa, Shamaya, and Bree walking and looking for her on the footage at 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock. So guess what Lenora need? We need TY live video. Because we still need her in the room at 2:30. So now you got TY live video talking about a manager at the door. And the whole time, Kenneka already in the pool area. In the pool area, bruh. At 2:30. "30 minutes, they covering up the crime scene for 3 o'clock.
Andrew been on this, you know, I appreciate him for being on this as much as he has since the first day. I appreciate everybody for doing this. I'm a new father. I could imagine what her mom is going through, especially with her mom, you know, being sick at the same time. Even what you went through, you know what I'm saying, when you lost a daughter. So we want to give this family some type of justice and let the people know. People been on Facebook with these non-facts.
Yes.
What do you think about that, Drew? What do you think about all the conspiracies? Let's talk about that before we tell them what happened. What do you think about all of the stories and conspiracies that people have been saying so far over the last 4 days?
Well, they can put the stories out with no facts and no teeth and no legs to crawl on. But if you put the story out there on Facebook and you put it out there like that, but if you know so much, then why not go to the authorities, sit down and talk with them if you don't have anything to hide? Don't put nothing out there that you don't know nothing about and alter somebody else's story.
Yeah, so all of the stories of, what about the body stories of the hotel selling body parts? And
yeah, you know, that's like I say, just to get some hits and some views, you know, you put something out there and you throw a story out there, and then all of a sudden you got people want to get interested in what you're talking about. So, you know, you're hurting the family more.
You hurt, and how hurt has the family been? You've been with them for days.
You know what, man, you know what? It's an unexplainable pain that mother is going through in that family. And then they have to turn around, not only deal with the death, but also deal with the social media stuff that's coming out there. That's that lady's baby. And as you stated, if that was our child, man, that's my baby they talking about. You're falsifying stuff about my child. That's not my child's character. So get the facts right, and let's deal with what we have to deal with ahead.
All right, so it's been 5 minutes. I see y'all saying that. Andrew, talk to us about the facts. This is, and I want everybody to be prepared for this. We are reactive people, and I know everybody want to know what happened. Everybody put out their own stories.
Man, look, I ain't even go lie, gang. Check this out. The whole motto of this story is Andrew Holmes know about the ninth floor, what the camera would have showed on the ninth floor. Leonora would know what that camera would have showed on the ninth floor. Peep the game. We black folks, right? So since they know about the cameras on the ninth floor, Andrew Holmes gonna protect Leonora and the staff, because that's gonna be your two connection right here. As an investigator, you always want to know who was the person the victim last contacted. Because usually when it comes to the murder cases, the people that last contacted the victim is actually the murder suspect. Right? There's one thing I learned about in all these cases after the Kenneka Jenkins case, because they all up the same. So Leonora is the last person that contacted her sister at 1:30. That's when Kenneka is in dire need of an assistance. So when you contacted your sister, it was emergency. It was like, I'm ready to go. And you text the person you was fearing, where you were trying to get away to, and the person you thought they were going to protect you was your sister, because you text your sister, you know what I'm saying, you ready to go, and your sister alerted everybody. My sister peeping game. Now she talking about she ready to go. It's time to take care of the business. So they got that girl on that ninth floor, and it's a camera will see it. And Andrew Holmes know it will see it. Cause he gonna tell you. Cause he gonna forget about that camera on the ninth floor. Like, let me skip over that part. We just gonna start off with her getting off on the elevator, walking to the lobby. So at 1:30, at some point, that if Kenneka was snatched, right? Whatever the case may be, she still ended up in the lobby with the same people that snatched her in the lobby. In the lobby. Can't show that part. So that means the girl could have went from the ninth floor to the lobby and then walked towards the kitchen where they got the freezer at, and that's why she was still walking fake straight and going back there. So now they got her walking towards the freezer. So they came back out the kitchen, and next thing you know, the next video they would show Kenneka getting off on the elevators. Now you got Kenneka getting off on the elevator. Look where she heading now. To a kitchen downstairs. Now she going in the kitchen downstairs. Now you see Kenneka is actually, whatever happened in that minute of time, she real messed up now. She could barely walk, her eyes closed, something done happened. Now she on her way to a little level kitchen. All of this at 1:30, going on 2. Cause they started looking for her at 2. Look, when it all boiled down, Friends K bumped into them folks at 3 o'clock in the hallway. So 1:30, Kenneka missing. 30 minutes later, her sister texts back again on the phone as like, yeah, the D look little, make it look like everything was still cool. 2:30, oh, they got a notification from Crown Plaza saying she at the pool at 2:30. That's the notification. That shows smoke screen from the noise complaint. They told everybody where she was at 2:30. So guess what Leonora got to do? We need TY live video at 2:30 showing her she in the room instead of in the pool area still alive. You see what I'm saying? That's why we still stuck on TY live at 2:30. Because if you stay stuck on TY Live 230, what is you actually seeing? Kenneka in the room. People still saying, ooh, that's when they drugging the girl. Oh, look, you heard them talking about put her in the freezer. But the whole time the girl in the pool area is still alive and finna die. In the pool area. So boom, now it's 3 o'clock. Police there. They done got everybody at the pool area. This at 3. Everybody seeing this. This at 3. That's why Miss Teresa said they were cleaning out the pool round 3 and 4. But she switched the dates on and said this was on the 10th. No, this is on September the 9th. 3 and 4 in the morning. That's when she first got the call at 2:30. Ma, I can't find Kenneka. Who would say, Ma, they can't find Kenneka if Kenneka been texting her sister that night? Hello? Hello? Watch Andrew Holmes finna hit us with the tea. Make it so bad. People ain't even finna listen. This how it's so messed up. People still ain't finna listen to none what he finna say. And this man finna tell you how she ended up down there. Watch this.
Let's talk about what actually happened. Let's talk about what the video actually shows and where we are, all right? And since y'all being very impatient, thank you. Andrew, what's the facts?
Well, first and foremost, thank all of you all for joining in, and thank you other activists out there for being on the front line too, and everybody out there with the protests, and everybody out there with the prayers. But the videos show the young lady in the lobby, and I watched her from the lobby walk to the elevator.
And I was calling because my daughter came to a party here last night, a gathering with her friends, and now her friends, they say that they left her on the front of the hotel and she's not able to be found. Now her friends, they say that they left her on the front of the hotel and she's not able to. Now her friends, they say that they left her on the front of the hotel and she's not able to be found now. She's not.
They said 1:30. They said 1:30. We finna put a timestamp. This when look, it did this shit.
Now, the videos show the young lady in the lobby, and I watched her from the lobby walk to the elevator.
19 years old.
And you said that you said the Crown Plaza at O'Hare Airport?
Yes, and they said that when her friends was asking earlier today, like about 4 o'clock in the morning, because they run the video cameras, they said that they didn't have no cameras. But now I came and it was a lady. She said that she heard music, and she asked me that I want to go upstairs, and we went upstairs on the 11th floor, and it was someone came to the room.
11th floor. Now, is Andrew Holmes going to mention this 11th floor? Watch this.
Now, whether
Andrew, what's the facts?
Well, first and foremost, thank all of you all for joining in, and thank you other activists out there for being on the front line too, and everybody out there with the protests, and everybody out there with the prayers. But the videos show the young lady in the lobby, and I watched her from the lobby walk to the elevator. Now, whether something, and I'm saying this because the toxicology hasn't come out yet, we know she consumed some alcohol and was a little bit impaired. But at the same time, if someone had put some in her drink, the toxicology would show. So that's very important, and we're waiting for that. But she did walk into that elevator, and she was trying to possibly get back up to the 9th floor, but she might have pushed the button, or the button was always pushed already.
Why you think Andrew Holmes said he was trying to get back to the 9th floor? Look, this side of the road. Why you think he's saying what he's saying? Use your IQ right now. Kenneka on the 9th floor exactly 1:30. Exactly 1:30, they know she on the 9th floor. She met up with 2 friends. We don't know if that's Monifa or Shamaya. But only thing that I know, if her sister if she text message her sister she ready to go, so 9 times out of 10, she went on the 9th floor looking for Nira Nora. And once when she got on the 9th floor, she didn't meet up with Nora. She got kidnapped. Meaning that her sister lured her on the 9th floor to get kidnapped. Exactly 1:30, cause now she got an alibi for Irene. Video. This gonna be my alibi, cause people gonna suspect she in room 926. And she left in the hallway. Leonora sent them people on her. And whatever happened, she ended up on the 11th floor. Like what Miss Teresa said. She ended up on the 11th floor. When she left the 11th floor,
and she said that she did see my daughter there with a group of girls and a couple of guys, but that's all she just saw because she was busy trying to get reception on her phone.
All right, well then, you know what? Are you sure you don't mean the Crown Plaza in Rosemont?
Yes, yes it is. I'm sorry, the Crown Plaza in Rosemont. That's exactly where it's at. I'm
okay,
so sorry.
No, it's okay. And have you and you said you spoke with the
front desk? I'm sitting outside, right in front of the hotel in their parking lot right now.
To show lower level, and the elevator went down. Okay. So she got off the elevator. I can see where she was staggering, as they said, and she got off. She went to the stairway casing. The stairway leads back upstairs. So
she was by herself throughout this.
By herself throughout this whole complete ordeal. I watched and looked for cameras everywhere. They showed me cameras everywhere. She walked to the steps. She did a little stumble trying to get up there, but she turned around and went back the other way.
Trey Gang just showed y'all the layout, right? Check this out. Trey Gang just showed y'all the layout. As he talking, listen to the layout and the route. Cause that's finna stop you even thinking about her walking in the freezer upstairs. You would totally be like, yeah, I ain't even, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing right now. I'm concerned about this lower level, this route right here. Cancel that freezer out. Act like that freezer scene that you see her walking in, act like that don't exist. Put it like that. Act like you never saw her walking in that freezer upstairs in the freezer. Cancel that out your mind right now. Right? Just think about Kenneka on the lower level. Watch how he's describing the route now.
Now, she was still walking kind of wobbly. She did fall into the wall, and she started opening up doors. So she opened up one door. She went in, came right back out. She wasn't in there. You can tell she was looking for doors, trying to get back upstairs to the lobby. So she went from door to door. She went in this door. She didn't stay long. She went in there and came back out. She was basically trying to find her way back to the lobby. As she continued down the path,
and she went to the bathroom and everything.
Yeah,
What's some of the doors she did go in?
One of the doors she went in was the men's washroom. That door pushed open, she came right back out. She pushed in, came right back out. She went inside another door. She came right back out. She was checking doors to see, to me, how she can get back upstairs. So she went down toward this unsecured area that she went, and the camera shows it, and it shows where.
Let me stop it right here and let's go to this. Hold up. Now, watch this. Look at the route. Look at this route. Tell me this man still lying about what he saw on the video. You going down the stairs. Watch this.
Where she went, when she went in, the doors wasn't secured. She went right. The stairway leads back upstairs. So
she was by herself throughout this.
By herself throughout this whole complete ordeal. I watched and looked for cameras everywhere. They showed me cameras everywhere. She walked to the steps. She did a little stumble trying to get up there, but she turned around and went back the other way. Now, she was still walking kind of wobbly. She did fall into the wall, and she started opening up doors. So she opened up one door. She went in, came right back out. She wasn't in there. You can tell she was looking for doors, trying to get back upstairs to the lobby. So she went from door to door. She went in this door. She didn't stay long. She went in and came back out. She was basically trying to find her way back to the lobby.
Now look at this route, gang. Do you see this route? Do you see this route with this man saying? This the route that Kenneka, the manager said, this where she would last seen in this area. Watch, look at this area. They go a hallway. They go to kitchen. You walk by this kitchen, it's a camera right here flashing down Chandelier Lane. You got an office right here. You keep walking back, you got a freight elevators and you got lockers rooms. Turn right here. Where is this at? The lunch room. You walk through this lunch room. There go the lunchroom. You keep walking straight. Employee locker room. Now Andrew Holmes want to tell y'all there's no way nobody can't come in. You got to come in the same way that she came in. Look. You can literally come from this way from the employee entrance. From the back and the front. So we came out the break room. Let's turn around this corner in the first hallway. Let's walk down. You see the double doors to the left? Double doors to the right. And notice, you got a hallway. Where we at on the footage when it comes to the layout? Once you get the layout, you know exactly you at. So by you just seen the route, you completely know where exactly you at from the top lobby and the lower level lobby. So this ain't even confusing no more. This ain't even confusing no more. Right? So it ain't no 5 and 6 kitchen down here. It's just one big ass kitchen.
She continued down the path.
And she went to the bathroom and everything.
Yeah, she went.
What's some of the doors she did go in?
One of the doors she went in was the men's washroom. That door pushed open, she came right back out. She pushed in, came right back out. She went inside another door. She came right back out. She was checking doors to see, to me, how she could get back upstairs. So she went down toward this unsecured area that she went, and the camera shows it, and it shows where she went. When she went in, the doors wasn't secured. She went right in. There was a freezer part there where you all see well, you all haven't seen it yet, where she had walked back. There was no one in there. The place.
And the man just specifically told you how to get to the freezer from the lower level. Watch this. So that means Kenneka came down here, walked down here, ended up in the freezer, where it's a lot of cameras at, where Miss Teresa would be saying it's a camera right above the freezer. Why you still gonna have motherfucker talking about a camera above the freezer upstairs? You see what I'm saying? Kenneka was in this area, walked down here, where all the kitchen was, in the freezer. And all these freezers on the lower level got cameras that you can actually see somebody physically open the door and walking in them. That's why Miss Teresa said it was a camera right above the freezer. But watch, you still gonna have slow motherfucker thinking she still talking about a camera above the freezer upstairs in that kitchen. So Andrew Holmes specifically told you where she was at. So Andrew Holmes said she walked right here. When she walked by them doors, it's a kitchen back there. And once you keep walking, it's, you know what I'm saying? It's a freezer back there. And you mean to tell me you had Sergeant Rose saying they discover her in the freezer on the lower level? On the lower level. On the lower level. They found Kenneka on the lower level just by simply walking towards her where Eugenia Garcia took them to. Here go her body. So when they went and put her, they found her. The detectives found her. That's why the detective told Mr. Reese in the beginning they found her.
They don't even use that part no more as a kitchen part. And it has two large freezers. So she walked back there, and as she went inside that door, she opened it up, which you can open up. It's just like a big steel door. It don't take much to open it. You open up that door, you take one half a step. To your right is another door to another freezer part. She had to open up that door to go inside of there, mainly trying to find her way back to the lobby.
And they were saying that they haven't seen your daughter since she left, or?
No, this is a different set. This is a different it's a new shift, and they said that they haven't seen her. Well, of course they wouldn't have seen her because this is like 3 or 4 in the morning. And I just seen that she was here because I just found the ticket where.
That's why she said they wouldn't have seen it, because this like 3, 4 in the morning. This lady mentioned 3, 4 in the morning, especially 3. What Kilo Brown said that was going on at 3 o'clock? What did French K say that was going on? 3 o'clock on the dot. What did French K say that was going on at 3 o'clock? What Kilo Brown said that was going on 3 o'clock? Hell, what did Straight Drop say way before that? What was going on between the hours of 1:40 and 1:50? 1:40 or 1:50? Straight Drop told everybody Kenneka was already in danger at 1:30, at 1:40, at 1:50. Why Miss Teresa ain't telling y'all the same thing? Why Leonora ain't telling you the same thing at 1:30, that 1:40? Talking about a different set when it's out there, because this round about 3 in the morning. Let's go to Kilo Brown situation.
Out there, but if you put something out there, just put the facts and the truth, because we work hard, he worked hard to try to calm the situation down, and that's just about it for some justice.
Andrew, has anybody from the family seen the surveillance video?
The mother, she will make arrangement to see this footage. I have talked to her about some of this footage, but she is aware that I've seen the footage, but at the same time, she got 1,000 things going on through her because that's her baby. And everybody is calling, everybody is talking, but she only wants to know one thing. What happened to her child? Now, if something led up to her child being impaired or substance put in her cup, then she wants to know that too. I mean, she's hurt. That's her baby. And that's all she wants to know. So she's waiting on some answers, and she will be looking at the video.
Did you talk to her, though, at the video before the video?
Because I'm a community activist, I'm also a private investigator. I also work with all police agencies just as well as these gentlemen here, too. And the same reason they're out here is one of the demand action to make sure that the video is put out. The video is shown not only to the family, but also to the public, and everybody can just let the chips fall where they lay if anything wrong happens. So,
Yeah, basically, like when she passed out, you know, she's already dead. Like, that's the exact. That's what Mike was saying. That's what the bitch is telling me. They probably thought she was already dead and put in the freezer type shit.
But I'm saying, so like, why they was trying to act like she was missing instead of just saying like, we tried to, you know what I'm saying, try to, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, you gotta be the game. Lisa is the only one that knows what's going on.
Oh, and that's the best friend.
Yeah.
Okay, so on the page they went
Just
live
to
on,
put
which
it
is
on
Monifa page.
Look, that's why they doing this. That's why they leaked this, just to put it off on Monifa. Put it off on Monifa. And one something. Instead of the own sister that she contact with.
Like, okay, so that's not her posting and saying like, this my best friend and all this stuff. Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying the best friend that's posting all the pictures saying like, find her and all this stuff like that. So she wasn't posting it? Malika. Yeah. But I'm saying, so like, why they was trying to act like she was missing instead of just saying like, we tried to, you know what I'm saying, try to, you know what I'm saying? Oh, and that's the best friend. Okay, so on the page they went live on, which is Monifa page. Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying,
you know, just as you see the gentleman, my buddy right here, has demanded the little Quan McDonough video, in which he was successful. Same thing, same pace. Just want justice served, and the mother, that ain't gonna go nowhere. She's gonna be hurting the rest of her life. But at the same time, she just want to know what happened.
We had a technical issue.
Now y'all remember when I was trying to tell y'all about the McQuan McDonough? You see he mentioned it. Now you see why I mentioned it when it comes to the McQuan McDonough. Because if you go to Andrea Alice's, that white boy named John, talking about, yeah, I was interviewing somebody, he got shot 30-some time and all of this. Bruh, this is so crazy. Listen to this.
Whereas they entered this hotel, it was at 1:36 p.m. So hold on, this not.
Oh, I know when it come to 1:30, it's a big topic. You see what I'm saying? So if you got Miss Teresa slipping up that she came at the hotel at 1:36 p.m. Now think about that, what Sergeant Rose said at 1:30. You see what I'm saying? Think about what he said, and then when she was reading the pocket ticket, you know what I'm saying? Ooh. Maybe she was like, oh, damn, I ain't supposed to say nothing about 1:30. And then fumbling with a pocket ticket was like, oh, this was on the 6th. She wanted her on the 6th, you know what I'm talking about? And really stumbled over everything. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Her ticket at 4 in the morning. And I just seen that she was here because I just found the ticket where they entered this hotel, it was at 1:36 p.m. So hold on, this is not her 6th because this was on the 6th.
Oh.
My daughter wasn't here on the 6th.
Okay, and well, you know what, real quick, I'm just going to see if maybe I'm going to see if maybe she was here at all. What's your daughter's name?
Her name is Kenneka Jenkins.
All right, and could you spell her?
The room wasn't registering her name. She came with some friends here.
No, I just want to verify. I'm about to say I actually just came in myself. Probably been on shift for about 45 minutes, so I just want to make sure that, you know, maybe she didn't get arrested and sent on her. You know what I mean? I just want to double check everything. But
okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. But it doesn't look like we had any run-ins with her last night at all. Do you think it's possible maybe she went to one of her friends' houses, or, you know, she's probably...
No, actually, because she had my car. She was driving my car. She know I don't like nobody to drive my car because my
mother was aware that you were looking at the video. Could you explain that again?
Yeah, I called the mother and let her know that I have seen this video. I gave her bits and pieces about it, and she's going to be looking at the video too at the same time. The main thing is to make sure that that family, that mother, see the last steps of her daughter from A to Z without anything being altered. And that's what we wanted. Jet and I wanted. Will wanted. Just justice. We don't want to go into this video was altered or anything. So, but my judgment is still intact.
Angela, you mentioned
sadness and grief after finding out what happened. So I don't know if you've looked at that page. I haven't looked at all of that page. I did initially. Some of the stuff wasn't on, but someone did send to me something. And let's get Andrew in here real quick here because I want to have Andrew join in and talk a little bit about this. Andrew, I'm going to put you on speakerphone now, okay? Andrew, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, we're here with Joni.
Hi, Andrew.
So it's Anita and Joni here, and we're talking about this case. So Andrew, talk to us right now. Where do things stand? Has the mom told you when they're going to go see this video?
Yeah, when I spoke with the mom, she's going to look at the video surveillance either sometime this afternoon or this evening. I'm just waiting on a call from her. I have been talking with her off and on this morning.
Okay. So she hasn't seen the video, but have you seen this video?
Yes, I have took a look at the video surveillance from start to end.
And what can you tell us about that? What did you see? At this point, what do you know?
Well, basically, they do have her movement from the lobby until she went to the elevator, and from the elevator until she went to the lower level. They do have a movement from the ninth floor, but as she walked down in the lower level area, it seems and appears that she was trying to find her way back upstairs to the lobby. She walked towards some steps, and she walked back the other way, but the way she went into an unsecured area, and just opening doors appeared to be like she was trying to find her way back. And the area that she went into was an area that wasn't used, a kitchen area with freezers back there. And as she went through the door, she went through one door and just started opening up other doors trying to get back. And that's what it appears to me now. Where they found her at, there's no way you can get out the other way from back that way. There's no way. You have to come back toward the front. So the cameras are working in that facility area where she was at. And she had went through a freezer part, opened up that door, and took about one step, and there's another door. And so it appears that these doors had closed behind her, and she could have got out. It may have been just dark in there.
All right, so, okay, so you saw this freezer. I don't know if you've seen this video, but there is a girl on Facebook, and let me show you this video because she is showing what one of these freezers look like. Let's see if I can find it here. Hang on a minute. I'm trying to find this one girl. She's showing what the freezer looks like, what a freezer like this would look like. Describe this freezer that she went into. What did it look like?
Well, it has a steel door there that you can open up and go in, and you take about a half a step, there's another door connected to another freezer. And there's a handle on there that you can open and go in.
Is it a heavy door?
No, the door is not heavy. It's a regular door that you just open up and pull open.
Okay, so there should have been some kind of panic button in there, but not necessarily clear if she was under the influence of something, or just what's the word I'm looking for? If she was sort of disoriented. If she was disoriented, is there a panic button on there? Did you see that?
There's a knob on there that you push and the door will open, and it's on both doors. So if she was impaired or disordinate, and panic because when they closed and it was dark in there, that could have happened too. But that area should have been secured off, bolted down, and locked so no one can get in there. So that's where the negligence fall at.
All right, so, I know one of the concerns was that she may have been sexually assaulted. We don't know that because the autopsy comes back, at this point, only a death investigation. Do you know if she was sexually assaulted, or were there any indications on that?
Well, some indications that we're getting that she was not sexually assaulted and there was no trauma to the body. And they're waiting on confirmation, from the medical examiner's office. But, all indication is looking that she walked into that unsecured area. And, God rest her soul, it's just an area that she shouldn't have been in. But the mother just wants the infighting with the Facebook and all of those adjusters to stop because it's not doing any good. And if they had any solid evidence, they should go give that to the detectives instead of fighting among each other, making enemies out of each other.
Are you talking about the people that were in the room fighting among each other?
Well, the people who are posting stuff on social media and Facebook, if you have solid evidence, she just wants you to go to the police detectives and give them that. Stop fighting among yourself saying this happened. If something illegal happened, then you need to turn that information over to the detectives.
Yeah.
And with the $200 about to set her up, that has been established that was $200 about the parking in there if you lose your ticket area there, and that's what they was talking about.
Well, so I'm glad you're clearing that up, because are you guys listening to this? What a lot of speculation that we were hearing on Facebook, Joni, was that somebody was paying money.
Man, if y'all been paying attention to what's really going on, Monique or something posted a video, and the news got the hold to the video, and they know what's not only on the surveillance footage, but what's actually on person's cell phone. So they wanted Andrew home, but like, look, can you verify the freezer? Cause keep this in mind. The freezer that they show us her walking in, cancel that. Cause that ain't what they focus on. I told everybody, don't think about that footage of her walking back to the freezer. You know what I'm saying? Exit that out your mind. We talking about that lower level kitchen where she was found in. Cause if you seen the video in the beginning, they showed Kenneka in the freezer laying on her back. She laid on her back. Look, she laid on her back. Mike Larry got a YouTube channel where he had his subscribers breaking it down to him and saying why it was a hole in Kenneka's chest. Then they draw the sketch out with the police crime scene. And the crime scene sketch revealed that Kenneka was laid on her back with a hole on her chest. But nobody ain't concerned about that because they still stuck with the narrative. Kenneka laying face down and still asking questions. Be like, how she was laying face down? Simple. She was laid face up with a hole in her chest. You don't know about the hole in the chest. You don't know about the wound that was on the body. The autopsy show you where the wound was. This is all documented. But since the narrative taking the troll because of the YouTubers, they have your mind thinking on things that's irrelevant. There's things that's irrelevant. For a prime example, the autopsy proved that Kenneka was on her back. The autopsy proved that, Kenneka had head injuries, brain swellings, a barbiturates, codeine, heroin, ketamine, all of that in her system. And you mean to tell me Andrew Holmes said the folks go back in the room if it's anything in her system that don't supposed to be in there. But mysteriously, everybody still thinking pyramid. Like how to pyramid get in her system. But you forgot about the bitch with the ketamine, the cocaine, the heroin, the fentanyl, and all of this that were actually in the top psychology report. So that means if she was in the room with family, more than friends, majority of these people family, and she still get drugged it, and she meeting up with somebody on the 9th floor and get kidnapped in the process of her being drugged, don't know what's going on, having an out-of-body experiment, and only thing she can go back is what her sister text messaged her. These people really got y'all thinking that this girl text messaged her sister at 1:30, she was ready to go, and her sister did not respond not a minute after the fact. Just 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Don't you know how many text messages that's actually deleted in 30 minutes? You see what I'm saying? These people trying to tell Andrew Holmes, look, we got a video from somebody's phone and they showing us where Kenneka was found in the freezer. Andrew Holmes ain't even really paying attention because he's still stuck on what the narrative about the freezer. You see what I'm saying? His narrative is still about what the police chief and what they agreed to. Deep news telling him, look, I don't think you understand it, Andrew Holmes. Somebody from the room showed us a video, Kenneka in the freezer. Just describe this freezer that Kenneka in. Andrew Holmes so nonchalant, he ain't paying attention. He like, yeah, she had walked in there, the camera caught her every movement. He so stuck on that narrative, he must forget these people telling him about what Monifa sent him. That's why King Rob earned her out. Go to King Rob, look. Watch this. Same lady on the news. Ain't this the same lady? Ain't this the same lady? A few suspects in the Kenneka Jenkins case. So what you think King Rob was telling everybody? Same lady, bruh. Come on, bruh. This the same lady. I just told everybody Monifa sent her a video to the news. And whatever she showed the news, they know how they put Kenneka in the freezer. That's why the news stopped reporting on the Kenneka Jenkins case. And you wanna know why these people were asking Leonora, hey, did you had contact with Kenneka at 1:30? Guess why they said that?
You didn't keep track of her friend that night.
Cause look, Monifa already sent the video. Look what's on the video.
Sadness and grief after finding out what happened. So I don't know if you've looked at that page. I haven't looked at all of that page. I did initially. Some of the stuff wasn't on, but someone did send to me something. And let's get Andrew in here real quick here because I want to have Andrew join in and
Now look at this video.
And talk a little bit about this. Andrew, I'm going to put you on speakerphone now, okay? Andrew, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, we're here with Joni. Hi, Andrew. So it's Anita and Joni here, and we're talking about this case. So, Andrew, talk to us right now. Where do things stand? Has the mom told you when they're going to go see this video?
That's why they tell him when the mom gonna see this video, cause we got video. Monifa already sent the video to the news. And then you got Miss Teresa calling the news at this same time. That explain why they went against Monifa, cause Monifa was snitching.
Yeah, when
Two doors connect with the freezer. Are you saying that there were double doors leading into the freezer?
you got a big freezer right here, and you got a door. When you open up that door to that freezer, you got another freezer inside of there, which is a half a step to your left. You pull that door, when you let go of this door, that door closes behind you. And you step into that one, then that one closes.
That's where she was found?
She was found inside of that one.
Did I hear you describe earlier on a Facebook Live video that you actually had the chance to go in that freezer?
Yeah, I went in the freezer.
So can you describe, first of all, how did you get access to that freezer and what it was like?
Well, we walked in the freezer. They walked me down. I walked her whole steps. And I walked to that freezer, opened up the door. That freezer door closed. Opened up the other door. That freezer door closed. And it was hot as hell in both of them freezers. And dark as hell in the freezers, too. And there is a safety knob, like you asked about a knob or something, but you can touch it, and that door would come open. So what I did, and I asked them to, in the investigation, is make sure you took pictures and recorded that door was working properly. But besides that, you know, it was an uncaused accident that should have never happened, and the door should have been secured and locked, because if she had hit that door right there, she'd have turned around and went back the other way, because she was trying to get indoors while she was trying to find a way to get out. And I believe she was trying to get back upstairs to her friends.
Is your understanding that the freezer was on or off?
That information I don't know. That has to come out in the report. I do know when I went in there yesterday, that freezer was hot as hell. So it gives me the understanding that it wasn't working, and at the same time that area where she was at is not even being used anyway.
Andrew, how did the family come up with the news? How did they meet the news? Were they happy that she didn't die of foul play?
Well, you know what, that still has to be determined, because I can't say she didn't die of foul play, because see, when the toxicology report comes out and there's something in her system that shouldn't have been in her system that may have been slipped in there, then you got a criminal case right there. So that would also lead up to that too.
So they're holding off?
They're holding off everything. This is not just a closed, you know, just because of this with the family. It's not closed. It's way far from being closed. This is an open investigation. Still with the medical examiner's office, still with the toxicology, and you know, it's still an investigation with the Rosemont police, and I can guarantee you still an investigation with these gentlemen here, because they're not going to stop. I'm not going to stop unless till this case is completely closed and the mother is satisfied.
No timestamp or anything like that on it. You know approximately what time it was that you Saturday morning that she went in there?
No, but they have all of that on their reports and everything.
It was like, according to the hotel, there was like 40 hours or 36 hours of videotape. That's like...
Well, there was a big gap in between there, and I say this, that let the chips fall where it lay. If you got a security camera and you see somebody in an unsecured area, and if you're monitoring your station and monitor that monitor, then where were you at when she walked through there? Someone should have notified somebody to go downstairs and find out why she down there in that area. But then the gap that's between there, if indeed you looked at the video surveillance, and I'm talking about not the police department, the hotel security staff, you looked at that surveillance and you seen that she was in that area when you all started looking, then why didn't you all run down there right away
and go in that area and try to open up some doors since that was the last place she was. Why should they have to take an employee to come in the next morning or two to go down there and find her? So there's a lack in the security there too.
The family, we know, has retained an attorney. Do you believe they may be looking at possible litigation about lack of locks on those doors?
Well, that's up to their attorney to answer that. I can't speak for the attorney which way he's going, because that's his profession, just like this is our profession right here. You know, he would have to answer those questions for you.
Do you see culpability on the part of the hotel, though?
Did I see who?
You see culpability on the part of
Oh, yeah, they, you know, I can tell you, they in liability. I can tell you right here, without a doubt. You know, if you got an unsecured area that should have been secured, and I can.
Andrew Holmes said, yeah, they in reliability, without a doubt. Without a doubt. You see what I'm saying? He knew.
See, if they had locks on that door, she'd have turned around, she'd have went back this way. It's as simple as that. So that's where the liability falls on them.
So our understanding was the family was going to come here today and watch some of the surveillance video. Have you talked to the family? What are they telling you? Are they still coming?
They're following the directions of their attorney. They're still going to come out here and view some video surveillance, but that's on the time with their attorney and her, because their mother's going through so much. I mean, she's getting called here, called there, and she's hurt. She just.
In saying that, if she was so impaired, so we don't know what's in the toxicology, but the door closed and the other door closed, and it's dark inside of that little freezer room. So she probably got scared, tried to find her way to push that door out, but it was a safety knob there that you can touch like this, and that door will open. And I was in there with the detectives. I was in that freezer, and I was scared even being in that freezer, even in there with them, and I was in there by myself. I can understand the part where she was at with the motion camera up there, that when somebody walks, it turns that way. Where she was, you cannot go no farther. That's it. You cannot hide back there. You can't go no farther. If anybody was back there, they would have came up. They had to come out that way she came. Now, that.
No, it ain't, because everybody know the layout now. Everybody know the layout now. You got people that could come and go from different angles of that hotel. And he trying to make it look like, when you see the footage upstairs of her walking in the freezer, it's no other way. But the girl could simply went downstairs in this many ways, just like her own sister said.
Concern about her being locked in, possibly. Like, was there a padlock or something on the outside?
That dumps are in a double freezer. You have to go through one freezer to get through another freezer. But before you enter that freezer room, it's a camera right there. My mother asked them, did the camera work? The man said, the police officer said, detective. He said, I'm not sure. So now he said, you told my mama. You can see video, whoever entered that room before you. The man said, the police officer said, detective. He said, I'm not sure. So now he said, you told my mama. You can see video, whoever entered that room before you got in there. Whoever entered that room before you can see video, whoever entered that room before you can see video, whoever entered that room before you got in there. Yes, you should be able to see, because there's a camera right there before you enter the room.
That's the negligence on that motel establishment there, that place was closed down and nobody shouldn't have been back there. Now, it's very easy for you to get in there and that door to close, and in that freezer, lights out, it's air shut tight. If you had a room in that motel, you had a child, a son, your son and daughter get on that elevator and all of a sudden start wandering around and pushing doors, your baby would have went in there. That door would have closed on your baby. You'd have been looking for your child. It's an accident that was waiting to happen, and it lies within that motel unit there. Who owns that motel? They should have secured that area. If locks was on the door like they was on the door when I got there, they had locks on there, so I couldn't get in. But they had no locks on there when she was there. If they had them, she probably would have turned around like she turned around at the other doors to find her way back upstairs. And sad as I hate to say, we got to find out what's their toxicology, and whatever's in there was in her system. Then it needs to come out. Then if it's something illegal, the focus goes back to the room.
Focus go back to the room.
And it was an emergency lock inside the freezer. So if ain't nobody put in there, if they say she walked in and like they say, I'm pretty sure that co-worker out when she was intoxicated, that supposed to woke her up. Why did she push the button? It wasn't nobody on. I mean, even if she did put herself in it, she would have pushed that button in the door, supposed to. If she was intoxicated, that supposed to woke her up. Why did she push the button? It wasn't nobody on. I mean, even if she did put herself in it, she would have pushed that button. She pushed the button. It wasn't nobody on. I mean, even if she did put herself in it, she would have pushed that button. Pushed the button. It wasn't nobody on. I mean, even if she did put herself in it, she would have pushed that button in the door, supposed to. It don't add up since she walked in there. I'm pretty sure my sister would have pushed that button to get up out of there because she was freezing. It ain't right.
And the people that was inside the room, if they know something, they need to say something. That's somebody's child. That's somebody's baby. And that unit freezer that she was found in.
That's somebody's.
So why was the freezer on?
No, to me, the freezer wasn't on. To me, when they were saying that it looked like she was wet or something, it's hot as hell in that freezer. So
Give me 1 second, gang. 1 second. 1 second, gang. He said it was hot as hell in that freezer. All right. 1 second. Let me pull this up. Now look at these photos.
Her pocket. It was pointed out that her pocket's inside out. We all noticed the fact that her pants are basically pulled down.
Look at the photo.
Below the hip. She has this much dirt on this part of her pants because they rolled her over. At least that's my understanding of the
They took these pictures of Kenneka in the freezer in the dark without the light on, and only light that you see came from the flash of the camera. See what I'm saying? So they took pictures of her in the dark as well.
The initial photos have her face in the corner.
And watch, we finna see how wet she is.
She's on her side, but face in the corner. So that's why you see all this dirt soaked into her pants on this particular area. Hence the
Now you see what Andrew, now you see this on the foot. You see how this lady extremely is wet. Do you see that? She's still wet. Check this out. Why would Kenneka would still be wet in the freezer? Is she supposed to been frozen solid? Look at her foot. They give you the timeline of how long she actually was there. You got to look at this. Do not look at this and subscribe. Be like, ooh, she wet. Look at all the dirt. Look at it as an investigator, all right, she wet. And they said they defrost the freezer at what time and what time these pictures were taken. Because now I'm looking at the first time when they popped up on the scene, they took pictures of Kenneka in a dark freezer. This in a dark freezer. And the reason is, if you look at the photos, by me making Kenneka Jenkins videos and learning, trying to teach myself video quality, you know what I'm saying? They took these pictures in the dark. And this the light flashing. So she was still wet. And guess what? And laid on her back. She laid on her back. That's the cold part about it. Because this how you get the debris on the back of her head. Her back of her head was dirty. That's how you got the debris on her head, because this how she was laid. This where you would go on Mike Larry channel, and when they gave you the police sketch, they draw the body exactly on her back and said she had a hole in her chest. That's why you got defensive wounds. That's why you got defensive wounds. Look.
Big old dark mark on her shoe there. It's because all that was on the ground. And as you see, the ground is filthy. This is obviously not a functioning freezer. Not a functioning freezer. I'm going to say that. So what the hell was it doing on? It's filthy. No food.
And make it so bad. This the tea. Since Kenneka was still wet. Still wet, gang. Look at the dirt. You can look at the coloring on the dirt. It's still moist. Look how dark it is. That ain't nothing that you can pat off your shoes. You see this? So guess what time this will be? Cause now you finna add and subtract when you say, oh, P's got the call at 12 in the afternoon. So that means if she still had blood visible on her clothes and on her feet that was still bright and red. Still bright and red. So you already know when they took these pictures, the girl just died. This ain't no body that been in no freezer for 21 hours. This ain't even a body that's been deceased for 21 hours. 21 hours. And you want to know why I said that? Because of this right here. This. This gives you a timeline. Do you see the impression on her feet? Do you see how light that is? And you see how it get reddish at the bottom of her foot. Right? You see how swole her ankle is? But her skin is still wet. Right?
Being there. No ice for human consumption would be in there. I'm just saying, I'm going to let that go, but y'all get where I'm going with it. Something I saw for myself, and I'm going to point it out to you guys.
Cardboard boxes in the freezer.
Let me zoom.
Cardboard box, look at all the evidence. Change, plastic. Why would it be plastic up under the shoe?
Now, what they showed us with the blood was the outside of her foot for the her ankle and a sore on the outside of her foot. But look at this. Let me get my little brush. Bear with me, y'all. I'm a rookie.
Y'all know what I see? How you gonna have Kenneka got injuries and abrasion on her body and her nails is still perfectly fresh Look how fresh this nail polish is. It's dirt and debris all around the foot, but except for the nail. And then when it come to her hands, she got injuries on the hand, dirt and debris on the hand, but the nails is still freshly polished. And make it so bad. If you gonna cover up a crime scene and cover this stuff up, you know the sister, check this out. Instead of going and buying out of JJ's Family Dollar, or if you go to Families and JJ Family Dollar, you know what your sister like and always get, so you can go get the same nail polish and, you know what I'm saying, the same watch. You know what she got the watch, but the other watch broke. So go back and get that watch. Man, come on, bro. I'm seeing how they cover this stuff up. Look.
Let me line it up for y'all. I don't want to draw over the area I want y'all to see. Yeah, I don't want to draw over the area I want y'all to see, but look. There is clearly a blister. Right there. Y'all see the blister?
All right. Think about that. Make it so bad, she ain't even got no training. But you see how she focuses in on this area? Bruh, if she will focus on this foot right here, it was pressed against something. This how you identify what happened. If she got a blister on her foot, we know this blister is fresh. Right? Look how it's still bright red, but it's a blister. This right here don't have much blood circulation because at some point this foot came in contact with something. So whatever this foot came in with contact, but you still got to think about this blister because her shoe off. Right? She ain't finna get all of these injuries if her shoe was on. That means her shoe was off. She was still alive when her shoe was off. Right?
Above this little knuckle, well, let me go a little. There's also some kind of bruising there, like, I don't know, like I don't know. I'm just hoping y'all see what I see. I don't know if that's consistent with her foot just laying on the ground, or is that consistent with her defending in some type of struggle? Possibly part of the reason her shoe came off. I don't know. Maybe I'm overreaching. I don't know. But I know that blister ain't overreaching, or I'm just saying. Or is that some skin that came up? Maybe that's torn skin. Because sometimes you can, your skin can rip. I know some of us have done it on our fingers where you get a cut or a flip or rip in the skin.
So she gonna sweat. The body gonna sweat. I'm quite sure if the freezer was on, then that's a different story that has to be proven. But at the same time, there was nobody in that hallway. Nobody walked her down that hallway. Nobody forced that baby down that hallway. She was mainly, all I see is trying to find her way to get back upstairs where she was. So, you know, the face, the focus goes back to the room and the people that was inside the room. If they know something, they need to say something. That's somebody's child. That's somebody's baby. And that unit freezer that she was found in is...
So why was the freezer on?
No, to me, the freezer wasn't on. To me, when they were saying that it looked like she was wet or something, it's hot as hell in that freezer. So she gonna sweat. The body gonna sweat. I'm quite sure if the freezer was on, then that's a different story that has to be proven. But at the same time, there was nobody in that hallway. Nobody walked her down that hallway. Nobody forced that baby down that hallway. She was mainly, all I see is trying to find her way to get back upstairs where she was. So, you know,
So why would Miss Teresa still will be talking about they seen ice in the freezer? And clearly you got video footage that they got Kenneka, which is on a wet surface, but you would see a couple of ices, but they will be staged. If you paying attention how they took the pictures of the timestamp, just say like these pictures right here. Nobody ain't thinking about the lights off in the freezer. That's why they were taking the pictures. Cause we ain't got training how to take professional photos. You know what I'm saying? Just say like right now, gang. This is one thing I learned about my phone. Just say everybody got a phone in they hand right now. And if you decide to take the picture, the first thing you finna do is pull up your camera. Once you pull up your camera and focus the camera on how you finna take a picture, you finna take a picture. You finna take a picture. I know now the same phone I got. Before I take a picture, I know how to set it up. I know how to get the lighting right. I know how to get the angle right, you know what I'm saying? And put the color, the filters, and take that jump like Cinemats. You know what I'm talking about? Like, man, how you get your pictures to look like that? You see what I'm saying? So this is what the police did in the investigation. I didn't even know. This is what I had to learn. When they first took pictures of Kenneka body, they took pictures of Kenneka body in the dark freezer with no flash on the camera. No flash on the camera. And when the picture came out, you get a black image. It's like taking a picture of a black box. So when they took pictures again, now this with the flash on, you get Kenneka. You look at the image. Now you got the flash on. You know what I'm saying? You got the flash on. Right? You see how bright the flash is on her face? Do you see how the bright flash on her face, right? This with the camera flashlight on, but the lights off in the freezer. So it's going to give you the body. It's going to give you the highlights, right? Then what they did was cut the lights on in the freezer and took pictures. So that's why you got two of the same pictures. Like you got this same picture with the freezer light on and with the camera flash on. You're going to have two photos of the same photo, but with the lights and off. That's how you finna expose evidence. Cause put it like this here, you get more detail, like in her hair. You see how you got more details in her hair? Look at the debris in her hair, right? Look at her eyelashes, right? Look at her eyelashes. Look over here on her cheek. Look at the strands of hair that's coming down her nose. First of all, look at the arch in her nose. You see what I'm saying? Look when they get to this area. If you look at the nose, something going on right here in this frame. Right? You see that? Look. If you look closely, we already know she got her teeth knocked out her mouth. And if you look up under her neck, somebody mysteriously put her hair up under her neck because you got to cover up for her neck. 9 times out of 10, when it comes to women, and if you got a person that's killing a woman, 9 times out of 10, she gonna die from strangulation. She gonna protect her neck part. They gonna suffocate her. That's why she holding herself. Look, matter of fact, I just seen it. Hold on, let me go to it. Man, I need to keep doing what I'm doing. Now, all right. Now, y'all see the difference? If you see this photo right here, this where the freezer light on with the flash on. You see how bright it is now on the round of the areas? But, like right here. Now, you see how the lights on in the freezer with the camera with the flashlight on? But if you go to her, you see how dark the background is now? You see how dark the background is now? That's what I'm saying, gang. Cause this showing you the first picture they gonna have to take. The first picture they gonna have to take when it comes to an investigation, if the freezer with lights was off. If the freezer with light was off and she was in a dark freezer, that's how you gonna have to start it off taking your pictures. The lights off, gotta take pictures with the flash off. Then take pictures again with the flash on. Boom. Then take pictures again with the lights on the freezer. That's why when you get Kenneka, when you get surveillance footage like this girl, you see how her camera, look at her camera. Now, if you look at the lighting, look how the light reflects off the wall. Look how this gonna be bright, this gonna be dark. Look at all the light shining, right? Now let me show you this. Watch this when I'm going to show you on the surveillance footage. Matter of fact, let's go to the lower level. Now you see this? This hallway was completely dark. Only thing that's shining is the lights on the wall. It's the lights is on the wall. This complete dark hallway. You see this lighting right here? Look at the lighting on the wall. Look at the lighting on the wall. You got a light right here. You got a light in this doorway right here. Because this is a doorway right here. People don't fail to realize this is a doorway right here. Look. Now watch this. Let's go to the elevator with the light shining bright. Look at the light difference in the elevator. You see how dark this one is and see how bright this one's is. Look at the lighting on the wall. Look at the lighting on the floor. Right? You don't see all of these like that. You see what I'm saying? Look at the color difference. Then watch this. Look how bright the upstairs kitchen gonna be. The lights on upstairs in the kitchen, cause you can see the lighting. You see how all them lighting leading up at the top? They're gonna reflect. It's gonna be bright. Like this gonna be bright. But look at the lower level, the bathroom. Check out this. This in the dark. Cause the lights is shining on the wall. Not even on the floor. So what they did was just brighten this up and made it look like that the lights was on. Bruh, this shit was dark, bruh. Cause once she get to this area, this where the lights gonna be on when she get to the stairwell. But toward the kitchen area, the lights is off. The lights is off, bruh. That could be one of the main reasons why you would have a person will bump in the stair railing if it ain't dark in there. What if that's Kenneka for real and they got that girl walking in the dark? And to us, it look like she completely walking in the light. Look. Look. Think about that. That's somebody that could be walking in the dark, bruh. And the reason why I said that, because I ain't never paid attention to my own surveillance camera. Because I gets up late night, take a leak. You know how you go to sleep and you wake up in the middle of the night, you know what I'm saying? Cause I went back to my surveillance cameras, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, look. I know how my camera show in infrared at night. You see what I'm saying? You can have the lights completely dark. This what it'll look like in the dark. In my household, right? In the dark. If I get up and go to use the bathroom, this what it'll look like. Just like this. This infrared. The whole time we watching this video in infrared, Jack. Infrared. Night vision. In the dark. Bruh, this in the dark. If you got cameras or surveillance cameras, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you got camera, I ain't even got to tell you this. Trey, I know exactly what you talking about because, you know, I go to sleep. You know, my camera's always roll. I know what it look like in the dark. This show what it look like. Infrared, Jack. And that changed the whole game. Because it explain why a person will be walking close to walls if everything dark. That's why the red box will be going off. Because of the light reflection. See how she stand close to the wall?
I don't know, y'all. I might be overreaching. I'm just trying to see everything. You can kind of see the indentation from her hand being pressed on her stomach for so long.
Man, I'm telling y'all, bro. Look, I just put y'all on some. Look, hold on.
The purpleness around her womb.
Matter of fact, I shouldn't even. Right here. Look how this look like. Kenneka was laid face on her back. This is what the police sketch. Mike Larry. Look, Mike Larry got a video. This how the police draw the sketch. When they first recognize the body. When it comes to a police crime scene. You know what I'm saying? They gonna draw the sketch how they saw it. This how they saw Kenneka when the beverage manager opened up the door. Listen to what I'm saying. Y'all know they said she was laid face down, right? This ain't true. The police told y'all, look, go back to the beverage manager. The beverage manager said he just seen nothing but legs. He didn't see the upper body. He just seen the lower body, the legs. Now, you see how this body, you see how Kenneka laying? That's what you're gonna see when you open the freezer though. The legs. But when he said he was like man, how I can explain this? Put it like this here. Her pockets turned in and out. Look how the way this body laying on her back. Do this look like she fought for her life? Thumb me up. Do this look like she was defending herself at the time of her attacker? And I'm finna prove a point right quick. As a human being, if you find a body in this, like this, the first thing that finna pop up in your mind is what? Drop it in the chat, gang, because this is time for everybody need to hear your thoughts and opinions on this. Right? Right? Just think about this. Just say you an employee of Crown Plaza and they said, hey, I need you to help search for this 19-year-old girl that's missing in our fridge and missing in our hotel. And you decide to check the freezer and you actually find the body straight like this. What would go on your mind? What would you think about? Look at the area. What would the first thing that come to your mind? And we'll give it 1 minute, gang. 1 minute. Just look at the photo. Because they're going to take a detective just to look at these photos. And he might stir this jump for weeks, months, or 5 minutes, or whatever. How long it take for you to figure out. How long would it take you to figure this part out? Oh, she on her back. Hair all over her face. Covering up her neck. Something in her hand. Let's see. All right. Now I want you to look at the body like this. Hold on, gang. 1 second. 1 second. One second. Let me show y'all these photos. All right. Now, how would you look at the body if you found it like this? You see what I'm saying? Now look what it'll look like if you found the body like this. Now tell me what you would think then. You already gave your answer what you think what she was laying face up, but now they got a video, a picture she laying face down. What answer you would have for this? This scene look like she was put in the freezer, right? This look like that she will be put in the freezer, right, gang? This look like she was fighting for her life. Fighting for her life. Put in the freezer. Fighting for her life. Or put in the freezer. So, what I'm basically saying, she fought for her life, still alive in the freezer. And somebody decided, I'ma strangulate her and look at her body posture. She defending herself. She defending herself. But she ain't defending herself no more on this one. Cause you could just simply flip the body. Oh, we don't want to tell the world that this how she was found. Flip the body and say, yeah, she just went in there and died. You see what I'm saying? Everybody said the same thing when it comes to this photo. Look how, check this out. When it comes to staging a crime scene, think about the killer. Man, we can't let the police find her like this. Cause look what this photo would show alone. Just think about you just killing this girl, and this the last image you gonna see before you even leave, cause this how you gonna leave her. This how the killer left her. You can look at the evidence. Pockets turned in and out. They burning stuff in the freezer. He been tampering with the hair. Then he covering up the neck part. Look at all the cover up when it come to this. But once she flipped over, pockets inside. Look, the pocket done turned back in. No kind of signs of she trying to make it out. No kind of signs of sexual assault. No kind of signs of sexual assault. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? The average person that's in the crimes, and just said like you got the average person, they'll be like, oh, this look like an accident. she done went in that freezer and couldn't get out. And she just simply just laid down. And you know, nothing she can do. She just laid down in there and just died. Why people thinking that, you know, that she just she couldn't handle her alcohol. She was in there with teenagers, they drinking, doing drugs, and this was the results to come about. This how the average person gonna look at it. Cause this how the evidence gonna present. Dig a little deeper. You can't say the same thing about this photo. You're gonna be like, oh, somebody strangled her in there. It looked like somebody overpowered her. She had enough strength to fight back because she trying to defend her neck. While she defending her neck, she got a hold to something. And her pockets turned in and out. And the belly button on her belly button, that ain't the same belly ring that they gave the mother at the crime scene. Then her breast exposed. Then I'm looking at all the evidence that's surrounding. And is this her part of her tooth? Now you got a whole lot of things to look at in this photo. But once you flip the body, tamper with the crime scene, that's why you would have ice in the freezer looking stage. But when you first find her body in the crime scene, no ice. Hot freezer. Hot freezer. Nothing in this photo tell me the freezer was on. Nothing in this photo tell me the freezer was on and it was working. Flip the body, throw a little couple of ice cubes in there. Oh, what's the freezer? Now you thinking, what's the freezer on or off? Now you in speculation. But when you know what's really going on, freezer wasn't even on. Then the body's still wet. The body's still wet. No decay. This girl didn't even have time to decay, the smell, or nothing in a hot freezer. So they're telling you what I was trying to tell y'all in the beginning when Andrew Holmes said she gonna be downstairs in the lower level. Right? Andrew Holmes gonna tell she gonna be downstairs, lower level, walk through her. Right? In the kitchen, where's the freezer at? On the lower level. You heard the rap. So that means Kenneka was moved her in the upper kitchen. This how her body was found on the lower level. When they moved her to the freezer, they put her exactly where they found her in the freezer downstairs that wasn't working. And by them looking at the body, this how the police gonna look at it. Geez, this is bad. Man, they got the girl laid on her back. He just a man, these veteran police officers, they know what to look for. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't nothing new to them. So they gonna be like, man, you gotta think about the staff involved. You got surveillance footage on camera. You got all this on camera. Next thing you know, you looking at it like, man, they got her laid on her back. We can't show these kind of photos. Look, we need to move this body. So what we need to do, take this body from the lower level. We got to be real careful with it. Got to be real careful with it. So boom, once we load the body up, transport the body, neatly place the body in the freezer. Let's take the bag off of her. Oh yeah? Yeah, we gotta snatch the bag off of her and all this. See what I'm saying? Boom. You got burnt plastic bags. Burnt plastic bags. These the same trash bag Trey Gang had to take out when I goddamn it clock out. Now you got these trash bag burnt in the freezer. That's where the arsenic come in at when they talk about the police report. See, when it comes to Kenneka Jenkins, nobody don't talk about the arson part. Some people ain't never heard of the arson. Be like, what you mean arson, Trey Gang? Yeah, they were burning stuff up in the freezer. That's why they had to get rid of the fire portable. The fire portable is the fire extinguisher. Ain't this what they said they had to get rid of? Hello? And then when you go back to the crime scene photo, they got the fire extinguishers sitting on the floor. By me working at any restaurant, that's against the health. You know what I'm saying? You can't have no fire extinguisher on no floor. They better be having on the hood. They said, let's get rid of the fire portable. The fire portable is a fire extinguisher. A fire extinguisher. Then Miss Teresa tell everybody was like, yeah, I want to know what's that burnt stuff on Kenneka body. Look like burnt plastic to me. Trying to be smart. You see what I'm saying? Trying to intimidate Rosemont because look what the photo's showing. But I bet you ain't finna show that though. In this photo, look at the cover up. You see the cover up? Throw some ice in there. Throw the lip gloss in there. Throw the scrunchie. All the dimes and the coins in there. But you don't see this in these videos, do it? Nope. Cause look what this look like. Somebody went in that girl pockets. Where Kenneka ID at? Why I never seen nothing when it come to evidence? Yeah, we got her ID. You know what I'm saying? Her insurance, Medicaid card. None of that. No wallet. No wallet. So way I'm looking at, if they got a cell phone and their keys, who got the goddamn wallet? What her ID was? Her driver's license. Miss Teresa. That's why Miss Teresa mentioned it. Kenneka can't drive without her license and all this. Because I don't let nobody drive without my insurance. And somebody rambling in their pockets. Somebody knew enough information to ramble in her pockets and leave her like this. Right? Oh, look how you finna look at. Let's play this sucker.
Facebook people are putting the nonsense stuff on there, even about the $200. You know, it's been clarified even with the young ladies, and I'm respecting that they came in.
What would that $200 would be? You got pocket turned in and out. If you a detective, right? You a detective. And if you hear rumors, anything about money, I don't care what the case may be. It's rumors about money. Some type of money supposed to be exchanged or something like that. And I look at the photos, I'm like, well, her pocket turned in and out. So you mean to tell me Kenneka drove to a hotel going to a movies broke? You mean to tell me you trying to go to a movies and you ain't got no monies in your pocket? Huh? Hold on now. We supposed to be going to the movies now. You know, teenagers, when they go anywhere, they gonna make sure they need some money. They got some money in their pocket. Wait a minute. I supposed to be going to the movie, celebrate my new job, going to Irene, and where your money at then? Where your money? Where your money at? You buying liquor? You gotta throw gas in that joint. You finna go to a party. No money? No money. Come on, gang. Stop it. That's not like Kenneka at all. This too much if a person's got so much plan to go to a movie, celebrate her personal life with getting a job, and this person don't have no money, no identification at all. But Miss Teresa want to identify her through a picture. Never said nothing about, wait a minute. That's the first thing that you're going to think about when it comes to your child. What my child ID? You know, my child, everybody right now, they got an ID and your social security number. Your social security card and your ID on you at all times. If you a male, you ain't got to do nothing but stand up, reach in your back pocket, in your wallet. You ain't got to have no money in it, because some of you niggas be broke as fuck. Look, some of these niggas be getting murked and don't have no money at all. You know what I'm talking about? But he gonna have that ID and that social security card in there. You know what I'm talking about? And probably a Magnum in there. You know what I'm talking about? An old rubber he ain't even bust down yet. You see what I'm saying? Come on, man. Kenneka is not the type of person that leave the house with no money. I'm finna go to Rosemont and go celebrate you, Irene. Yeah, girl, can you bring me my birthday present? I'm sorry. Nah, it don't work like that. You know what I'm about? I told y'all I was working for a police department, right? Let me give y'all the scoop, since I know a lot of people be like, yeah, Trey Gang. Boy, I've been waiting on this moment. Give me one. Gotta tell me a good ass joke. And I'm finna give it to you. You know what I'm about? I was working undercover the whole time. I found out I was following Andrew Holmes. Cause when he first came on the scene talking like this,
talk to them detectives. It was all about the $200 for the parking space. If you don't retain your ticket and lose your ticket, you got to pay $200 maximum fee for to get your.
See that $200, Andrew Holmes needed that $200 for that oil sheen. Y'all see this haircut? Come on now. That's the Ashley brothers do. You know when they was singing on the stage in Motown? You know Motown in Chicago. You know what I'm talking about? They started this shit. Shoop, 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 shoop. You know what I'm talking about? If you look at Andrew Holmes, you know that nigga gets out work and watch Gilligan Island. You know what I'm talking about? He done been fighting crime all day at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. That nigga watching Gilligan Island. You know what I'm talking about? What's happening? You know, Family Matters. You know, he be at the house right about that time. Cause you know, he all at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and that's when all the murder started. You know what I'm talking about? You know, he on the scenes at 1 in the morning, like, yeah, I got him. You know what I'm talking about? If you say something, if you hear something, you better say something. You know what I'm talking about? That's at 1 in the morning, 2 all the way to 7 in the morning. But when Andy Griffith come on, you know, everybody know when Andy Griffith come on, all them old ass reruns and shit. You know Andrew Holmes at the house. Eating boiled peanuts, you know what I'm talking about? Watching CNG news at 5 o'clock. Be like, ooh, I'm gonna catch this news, cause you know Gunsmoke coming on later on. what I'm talking about? Come on, gang. Stop it. Come on, man. I know I've been following Andrew for a minute. Nobody didn't think what I was thinking. I'm like, wait a minute, this nigga too old school. Nigga, I got an uncle like this, and them motherfucker got similarity type. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, so I said, man, let me look at him because you know I'm saying, because you know I got an uncle like this. Let me find out, goddamn it. So I started finding out a whole lot of shit. Andrew Home talking about some look, you remember what Jedediah said when he got caught up in Las Vegas drugging other girls, you know what I'm talking about? He drugging other people up in Las Vegas, right? And here go Jedediah like, yeah, I done talked to some victims. And boy, they finna tell me everything. So they getting everybody hyped up. Cause Andrew Holmes like, damn, Jedediah finna snitch on me. But the whole time, Jedediah ain't snitching on him because he a part of it too. Cause they had little boys coming out on Jedediah Brown. And these little boys were too young to talk in the news. They was like, how old you was? I'm 7. Wait a minute, 7? Yes, you know what I'm saying? Then they got pictures of y'all seen some younger pictures of Jedediah? That man don't have a mustache, a beard, and bald head. And I said, yep. He's Chester Molester, you know what I'm talking about? Yep. Yeah, he Chester Molester. Everybody know he ain't got no girlfriend. Cause he don't even talk about girlfriend, boyfriend things like, you know, like one day you might be feeling yourself, be like, yeah, what you do today? Like, yeah, man, you know, I just decided to take my girl out and stuff. You know, we had a good day today, you know what I'm saying? And we always be cooped up in that. None of that conversation, you know what I'm talking about? He always talking about how he plotting up with the boys and how the boys all getting together. And, you know, I'm like, what is this, a cult? Is this a cult or something? Don't nobody see that this nigga here it's a jello booty? You know, he ain't even a thunder booty. A thunder booty got electricity to it. When you got electricity in that thunder booty, you hear thunder. You know what I'm saying? You hear electricity and shit. You know what I'm talking about? But that nigga jello booty. Jello shake a lot. You know what I'm talking about? I almost got shot one time because I told one of them niggas, I said, man, who do you think you is, sucker? Do you know who I am? I'm Trey Gang. Trigger Trey Gang, goddammit. I'll murk all you bitch. And that man was like, look, I said, man, nigga, you ain't nothing but a jello booty. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't even gonna call you a thunder booty. You know what I'm talking about? I believe you a jello booty ass nigga. You know what I'm talking about? And then when I was explaining to him, and I was like, you know what jello shape like, nigga? You know when it do, when there's too much movement in the room. You shaking ass, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? So he tried to pull out a gun. Then when I looked at the gun, I'm like, man, that's a 32. Niggas ain't dying on no 32 and 22 no more, nigga. Nigga, this the year 2020, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You got, if you want to kill me, nigga, you ain't watch one of them Dracula movies, nigga. I'm that super nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You just can't kill me with no copper bullet. Bitch, you gonna need a silver bullet. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I don't die regularly. You can shoot me 100 times with a Draco and I'm still charging at your ass slow-mo. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you gotta kill me with a special goddamn toolkit. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you gonna shoot me with a Draco, AK-47, ARs, and all this. But if you really want to get rid of me, you got to run up on me and stab me with a butter knife, nigga. Now let's see how far you gonna get with that. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, show me how much you a man you with, you know, cause they ain't nothing but fruity booties. That's all these niggas, candy coated booty ass niggas. You know what I'm talking about? Let me find out. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you talking about? Yeah, I'm this gangster Ray Ray. Yeah, what's up, gangster Ray Ray? Yeah, you know, and you done shot 100 niggas, and you go home at night, and you let your girl poke you like y'all know how they be doing it, the Mexican pie. You got to hit the piano, you know what I'm talking about? Pin the tail on the ass. That's how you want your nigga to be. That's how y'all female like y'all men these days. God damn it. I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I'm dead goddamn serious. I done had a girl. Look, I'm sitting up, I'm being nice and shit. You know, we just met and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, tell me a little something about you. And you talking about this nigga. I don't want to hear nothing about this nigga. But she was like, nah, let me tell you about him. I'm like, so why y'all breaking up then? What's the problem? Why is I'm here? Why is you telling me you love me and you want to be with me for the rest of your life? What the fuck this nigga done did? Let me tell you, Trey Gang. I said, I'm listening. Yeah, you know, he's the hardest cold nigga in the neighborhood. He be whooping all these niggas around here, and he be hanging around with the wrong friends. And I'm like, I don't want him to be hanging around with these friends and stuff. And then next thing you know, it's look. And then look, next thing you know, she like every time he get mad, he wanna go out and hang with his homeboys. And when he come back, he got a whole new demeanor. I said, man, what you mean? You know what I'm talking about? Man, what's going on? Yeah, he be getting too aggressive. And every time when I squeeze his butt cheeks, he's like, he cool with it. I squeeze his butt cheeks, he don't flinch or nothing. I'm like, what? You got a flashlight? Yeah. Go get that flashlight, and when that nigga fall asleep and you flash that up in the nigga ass, and if you can see a couple of feet in his ass, somebody been in there. And if you keep digging inside, you might find somebody in that motherfucker. She called me down there 2 days later, like, Trey Gun, I found the whole nigga in his ass. I said, what? Yeah, she was like, when you told me go get the flashlight, I spread that nigga cheek. I seen Ray Ray in that motherfucker. He was hiding in the cut. I was like, what? I told you they gonna be in there. But he told you, nobody don't be in there. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes you just gotta dig a little deep and see what's all in there. You know what I'm talking about? Man, y'all got me in tears, bro. Man, y'all got me in tears, bro, because y'all got me shooting out. Hey. Yeah, I gotta get myself together, gang, because y'all got me in tears because I ain't want to be snitching on nobody. You know what I'm talking about?
Your car up out of there, and that's what they was talking and saying in that room, you know. And everybody's trying to point the finger here, point the finger there. Only point the finger if you know the true facts, and go talk to the detectives, because the mother don't want to hear all of that. She's hurt. Think about if that was your child in this little box room and got in there and you trying to find her. Now, on another part, you got security there. They're negligence, because if that's the last place you seen that baby, and I call her a baby because that's somebody's child, that's the last place you seen her on video surveillance, that should have been the first place you was looking to secure in that area. Now, if you had her, maybe she would have been saved and been still living. If you say, okay, we got her in this area here, and this is where she going. you run to send somebody down there quick and fast if you watching the video footage, because you got to. If they was an intruder in there,
get started. All right, so this is when the assistant food and beverage manager, he walks around there because he's not sure if maybe she's on the ground on the other side of that pillar there. So then he opens up the freezer, and you can tell. I think he went in there in 24:11. He comes back.
Now see why he had all the timestamp. Watch how he finna have the timestamp in certain things.
Back out 6 seconds later, so you know there's almost no chance in hell that he unlocked 2 doors in 6 seconds, right? But he also states in the narratives that he has a flashlight on his keychain, and that's what he used to look into the freezer. Now, when he leaves the upper kitchen, he brings the officer back with him, and as you notice, the officer will also use a police issued flashlight. You can see it right now on the wall.
301 here. Oh, fuck. 301. Everything 10-4? Negative. I have that subject in the kitchen in a freezer. She is frozen solid. 10-4, 600. 600 copies. Make notifications. Rosemont 601. You copy? Jerry, what kitchen you in?
Watch how he gonna try to have
I'm
certain
in the rear
timestamp.
by the dock area.
Certain timestamp. You gonna try to have certain timestamp.
Okay, so I think that's the actual guy that made the radio call in, and as you can see, they found her, and basically that's about it. Other officers start showing up, and then I skip past a lot of that because it's that's not what this video is about. I think I might even just scroll through it. Okay, so here's where a larger group coming in with that same officer in the front. There was a large police presence at the hotel already, so they were already looking around all over the place. So right there, whenever you see
Check out the timestamp, guys. Check out the timestamp.
So now we're already about an hour later at 1:16, and this is the food and beverage manager here, and I think he secures a room here because they know that Miss Jenkins or Teresa Martin actually will be informed of the death of her child in this room right here. Okay, so I just noticed a glitch on my end because I edited it poorly. So you're gonna call that out, that little right there. So that's just because I didn't edit when I put together the clips. I didn't do it right. All right, so it has nothing to do with. You can even look at the time, okay? Because I don't want to start over again. But see up there, 1:17:13, and then 1:16:59. So that happens coming up here in a second. Because that was all on the same motion, exe file, and I recorded a little extra. So these two guys will end up showing up there in about, like right now. All right, so no, that wasn't a glitch. let's see. Okay, so I think this is about when
system.
Miss Martin shows up. Pretty soon, anyways. I think that's okay. That's her right there. And they bring her back to the room here. Yeah, and this guy right here, he looks really upset when you know Teresa runs out, but he, you know, I don't show that part because I'm tracking Teresa. But he, you know, puts his hands on his head and he looks upset. I mean, they're only in here for a real short amount of time. Because and they bring her back to the room here. Yeah, and this guy right here, he looks really upset when you know Teresa runs out, but he, you know, I don't show that part because I'm tracking Teresa. But he, you know, puts his hands on his head and he looks upset. I mean, they're only in here for a real short amount of time. I'm gonna pause this for a second. Looks like I'm scaled out too large.
Yeah,
here.
he
Let's
don't
see
want
if I
y'all to
can,
see the timestamp.
Make it so you can see the time code right there. Okay. All right, but she's only in there for less than a minute, like 30, maybe even 30 seconds. I mean, it's just really sad right there.
Watch how Greg Hughes know about the timestamp. You see how he trying to match it up with this time frame at 1, and we already know what time she actually ran out that giant. Look at it again.
Pretty soon, anyways.
See that when you try to help out with the cover up, and look how it could come back on you. Now match the timestamp up, and you know you big on the timestamp. So you mean to tell me you knew about this timestamp?
Okay, that's her right there.
So you finna work with the police and match that timestamp up with this footage.
And they bring her back to the room here.
See how he cropped it out?
Yeah, and this guy right here, he looks really upset when you know Teresa runs out, but he, you know, I don't show that part because I'm tracking Teresa. But he, you know, puts his hands on his head and he looks upset. I mean, they're only in here for a real short amount of time. I'm gonna pause this for a second. Looks like I'm scaled out too large here. Let's see if I can make it so you can see the time code right there. Okay. All right, but she's only in there for less than a minute, like 30, maybe even 30 seconds. I mean, it's just really sad.
He tried to mess the time up with that. Look.
So she runs out, and I think she's gone for about 3 hours, actually. She could have came back. I just didn't search for that. I didn't look in between this time. I mean, the video was already getting so long, so I just, when she leaves at, you know, around 1:30 there. She comes back around 4:15, and they sort of start prepping her for when they're going to take her back to view Kenneka and sort of what happened back in that room. Okay, so it looks like, you know, that's Teresa Martin coming back in again. I know that exact feeling when she ran out. That's exactly how I felt, you know, when my brother passed away. I mentioned that in another video. I just sort of, you know, you have the doctor come out, put his stethoscopes on, you know, the classic look. And then I just ran past him through the double doors, and I found him back there. Okay, so here's when she meets that really tall officer. Sorry, I need some Gatorade there. But I'm sure you're fine with that. Probably sick of hearing me talk. So, looks like they just sort of stand out in this hall for a while, actually. Now this guy right here, I think he's the one that actually hands her the watch, the belly ring, and the hair tie, that black hair tie.
Scott, come on, lock this.
So let's see. I'm gonna see if I can scroll it forward to another significant point in time. Okay, so right there, after talking for quite a bit of time there, like 6-7 minutes, they go back into that room. And they talk for a while. Now let's see. So that's another skip of time. So it was 4:20 right there. 4:20 and 50 seconds. And then I just skipped forward to 4:41 because nothing was really going on right there. I don't know who all the characters are. That could be, I don't remember if that was Kenneka's father or, actually, I just don't even know.
He's all like this.
I don't know who all the characters are. That could be, I don't remember if that was Kenneka's father or, actually, I just don't even know. There. 4:20 and 50 seconds. And then I just skipped forward to 4:41 because nothing was really going on right there. I don't know who all the characters are. That could be, I don't remember if that was Kenneka's father or, actually, I just don't even know. there's Teresa. They just kind of hang out right there. You can still see her jacket right down there. It's so shocking for everyone. You know, I feel bad for the mother and the sister. Didn't seem real either. It was really weird. It was a weird moment. Weird moment. You know, when I touched his hair, it didn't even seem real either. It was really weird. It was a weird moment. So yeah, skip forward. Now that we're back into the upper kitchen. Now right now that the younger of the two funeral home people has the bag with the watch, the belly ring, and the black, I guess it's a hair tie. And this is where they put it down on the table there. That's where they documented that the funeral home gave it to them. Alright. They actually went to the bathroom first, so it skips some time. The bathrooms are right there. So they're going to come out now. And then I think they're going to get Teresa. And they walk Teresa down there. And I think they seem to stop every once in a while when they're talking to her, and then they continue walking because they want to explain things well.
A patient shared this tip with me and saved me hundreds on health insurance. You need to see this. When I had to...
So maybe I can... Oh, here they are right there. And so apparently they haven't handed her the watch and other items yet, because this guy right here, I believe, hands it to her later. I'm not sure why they didn't give it to her while she was in that room. But, I mean, what difference does that make, I guess? See, right there, they've already stopped. Right there.
My insurance will not pay for nobody, no one besides her. And her friends kept calling my phone. I told them to stay here. They stayed out here. They called me like about 3-something in the morning. I was laying in bed. I just had breast surgery. Breast
my mom said that's because we live where we live.
Cancer. So I'm, sedated off medication.
All right, so here they come.
And they telling me she out here. So once.
See, they're heading all the way down that long hall, meeting hall, and here's Teresa and the sister. That guy's explaining things, and you can see, look at that, 504, 35, 36, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, it's just right there, that door. Now I think they might have stopped again here, because normally if you're just walking at full speed, you show up right in this room right away. So they stop a few times and explain things, because it doesn't normally take that long at all. There they come. That door is just right there to the right. At the end of that hall, it goes right into a door that you take a left to come through here. Okay, now there is something interesting here that might explain something. I hadn't noticed until just recently. See, they stop her right here. And, oh, I guess the tall guy gives her the bag. Sorry. So that's the bag with the watch, the belly ring, and then the hair hairband, and she puts it in her pocket. Now look at her right here. I think this might be what she was talking about when she said she pointed to a camera above the door. Watch. It's coming up. Now look, see right there? She's pointing.
Now look at this angle. You see what Miss Teresa would be facing? This what she would be facing. This what Liver Norris said. Hold up.
There's emergency buttons in the door, so just in case the door shut, it ain't even no handle.
Leonard, did you see this video that was traveling around on Facebook? And this is something I want to ask police, because I've asked them before. They said they weren't privy to it today. With a young lady who said she was her friend, who had a knife in her hand and a white T-shirt, and she was. Is there anything, any reason for you to be concerned about?
I saw that, but if it was somebody from the hotel park, the police didn't tell us.
Somebody's doing something.
Yeah, they didn't tell us if it was. They didn't.
That's what I thought. That didn't add up. This attached. Okay. If there's any other way for you to use us, I'll text you my number. You can reach out to us. Jim Hall has my number too, and also, yeah. But if you need anything else, I'm so sorry. This isn't something you should be grieving now. You should be trying to solve a crime here.
Yeah, but sometimes we gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
I get that's my little sister. I'm not gonna stop until I get.
Can I ask you a question, sister? What is it?
Y'all say she got lost that tooth somehow. She in a video, so she just sitting there. She talking, cause when the manager knocked on the door, whoever it was, Kenneka was one of the persons that went to the door and they say that was a manager. You see this in the video. So she was drunk and she had to come up missing around 3-something, not 2-something. It ain't adding up, cause we got like 5 more videos. So what they saying not adding up. They say it was at 320. She was stumbling. They say she was stumbling.
Right.
I don't believe that.
Well,
at the front desk you're talking about, in the hallway.
They say she was walking to a employee area, and they saw her on the camera stumbling, like holding on to the wall to walk like she was intoxicated.
Did you guys view that camera, or that's what
no,
they told you?
They saw that after we viewed the camera.
Okay.
They didn't show us that camera. They saw that after we reviewed all. Once I left, they said they did every camera that they had in the hotel. They got extra.
So tomorrow you can get your hands on that. You can stay there and show me you can say, show me everything, right? I mean, sit there all day long.
If they willing to show it to me, yes.
Are you okay with me giving him your number?
Yes.
He can reach out to me.
Where is the freezer? Where's the freezer located?
In the basement, right?
Okay, to get to the freezer from the elevator, you have to walk straight. You gotta pass the front desk, and then you have to turn. It's a long hallway. You gotta walk through the hallway. You gotta open 2 double doors. Before you open the door, it's a camera right there. Before you enter the door. And I told the police officer, I'm like, it's a camera right here. He told me it's 7 different ways to enter the kitchen.
What about the freezer? You can enter the kitchen all kinds of ways. He's gonna have to sit there until they show me.
I say it's a camera right here, so he say it's 7 different ways to enter the freezer. And it's a long way you gotta go for her to be drunk like that.
Now look, see right there? She's pointing right at the camera. And, you know, they know that there's a camera right there. But that isn't one of the cameras that was used to track Kenneka, nor was she ever on this camera. Okay, so...
had a man.
Why not go outside and get air?
You gotta go through
Why not go outside?
Then you gotta go through a little walkway. Then you gotta keep walking. You gotta walk through something else. Then you gotta open the little door thing. Then you gotta walk some more. Go through a door thing where the camera before they say no, we not there yet. They say no, we not there yet. We not there. How did she do all this? Drunk. When you drunk, you go in the
go outside. You gonna go outside. Who the think of going?
Open the little door thing. Then you gotta walk through the hallway. You gotta open 2 double doors. Before you open the door, it's a camera right there. They willing to show it to me? Yes.
Are you okay with me giving him your number?
Yes.
So he can reach out to you.
Where is the freezer? Where's the freezer located?
In the basement, right?
Okay, to get to the freezer from the elevator, you have to walk straight. You gotta pass the front desk, and then you have to turn. It's a long hallway. You gotta walk through the hallway. You gotta open 2 double doors. Before you open the door, it's a camera right there. Before you enter the door. And I told the police officer, I'm like, it's a camera right here. He told me it's 7 different ways to enter that kitchen.
What about the freezer? You can enter the kitchen all kinds of ways. He said I have to sit there until they show me.
I say it's a camera right here. So he say it's 7 different ways to enter the freezer. And it's a long way you gotta go. For her to be drunk like she had a man.
Why not go outside and get air?
You gotta go through
Why not go outside?
Then you gotta go through a little walkway. Then you gotta keep walking. You gotta walk through something else. Then you gotta open the little door thing. Then you gotta walk some more. Go through a door thing where the camera before they say no, we not there yet. They say no, we not there yet. We not there. How did she do all this? Drunk. When you drunk, you go in the
outside. You gonna go outside. Who the think of going to the basement? What's in the basement?
No, it's on the front lobby. Yeah, it's on the front. Once you walk past the desk, it's a little hallway. You gotta walk.
Then how would she know to go there?
It's 2 big white doors. You gotta open the doors to get in, and it's a camera right there.
I don't know much about me. That would mean I'd be taking the path of least resistance.
Oh, I guess the tall guy gives her the bag. So that's the bag with the watch, the belly ring, and then her band. She puts it in her pocket. Now look at her right here. I think this might be what she was talking about when she said she pointed to a camera above the door. Watch. It's coming up. Now look, see right there? She's pointing right at the camera.
But we still dancing.
What led to Kenneka Martin?
They know that there's a
getting
camera.
up and exiting that room on September 9th. Because right now the 9th is on that Saturday right now. Because the 8th is Friday. Now we roll into the morning.
Mm-hmm.
On that morning, what made her exit that room?
They was finna go. I'm like, we finna leave. They picked her up.
Whoa. So she like wasted now.
Yeah, she on the bed sleep now. Now she sleep. She by my sister sleep.
Was anybody touching her while she was asleep?
No, before this, she came at me like.
What?
Kenneka gone.
How's she going? We got her keys on our phone.
That's what I'm like. How she going that fast though? That's what I'm saying, y'all. Just literally, just like 30 seconds. I'll say. She left out with her. Come back in without 30 seconds. She gone.
Whoa! You said at this.
Y'all got this. Right, this was my plan. Weak ass, op ass shit off. Y'all got this. Right, this was my plan to leave her sleep so she could, cause Brie was gone. So I said, leave her right there. I said, leave her right there sleep because Brie gone. So who the fuck gonna drive y'all home? That's not safe to drive drunk. She was asleep. Monique wanted to go because I played the up-ass song, I guess. Whatever the fuck the case may be, they wanted to go. But
the lamp, bro. You know she was drunk. So all that they trying to say she ain't drunk and she only had a cup. Monique wake up a drunk person and take them out the room. Monique was saying she only had a cup. How she only had a cup? She's stumbling. She's stumbling.
And then
it's on one person. Y'all don't even know where y'all left at the hallway or the lobby. Which one is it? Make y'all story up. Y'all can't even stick with the right story. Y'all ran.
I got y'all in the lobby if you come right back in, right after you left out. Right you to say.
It's on one person. Y'all don't even know where y'all left at the hallway or the lobby. Which one is it? Make y'all story up. Y'all can't even stick with the right story. Y'all ran.
I got y'all in the lobby if you come right back in, right after you left out. Right you to say.
You don't need me.
I can't tell y'all shit.
It's on one person. Y'all don't even know where y'all left at lobby. Which one is it? Make y'all story up. Y'all can't even stick with the right story. Y'all ran.
How y'all get out of the lobby if you come right back in right after you left out? Right after you to say.
That I found that door, but I couldn't get in that door over there because it's locked. Wait, go back. You see how they got that black curtain? I told you. I told you. Yeah, that's what I told you. That's what they showing us on the white doors right there. Mom, I know I'm talking about. Look at these white doors. Yeah, back over.
That's where it's at.
Go look right there. Right there. That is it. That's the doors. That's the door we went in. But they ain't showing us that door. That's the lower level. I mean, not the lower level. That's the regular because there's another level down. But that's the level up, right? Yeah. Okay, that's it. That's it. I'm telling you, them the white doors. I remember that. Them the white doors. I went through that door. Watch, you're gonna see right now. I went through there. There's nothing there. And look, now they got something right there covering. What's that black? Look, you could go through there. Yeah, I went through there. I'm telling you, I know them. I went through there. There's nothing there. Watch. I went into this room over there. There's They sent you to. Come on.
Hurry up.
See, I went in here, look.
Okay.
And there's a guy, even a guy looked at me and he didn't even see nothing. He didn't say anything.
You're in the kitchen. Is this what?
This is all the kitchen. That's it. No freezers or nothing in here. See? Oh, they took all the freezers out? There's nothing in there of any type of freezers.
Wait, the freezer look mobile?
And this is the back door.
It's stainless steel.
It's a mobile freezer?
See, now I'm coming back out.
No, it's not mobile.
It's not mobile.
No, it's not.
So now I'm coming back out and I'm going to go back through the other.
Off that pappy ringtone. This ain't one of those. Nah, ain't no toothbrush shit. Who said that? All right, there, I'm 63rd. I just want one cup. I just want one cup, folks.
2 cups. That shit's straight.
What you want, folks?
Ain't on that. Ain't on that. All right.
What?
You already
No. Bank game.
Y'all better.
She leave with the employee and them is in there grabbing their phone and their keys. She leave with the employee. Either way it go, whether they told her to leave out the hallway or they took her to the washroom, either way it go, it shows Kenneka was encountered by an employee. Then you got to think about this. Only an employee
showed him the video with Jenkins' mother's blessing so he could help clear up any misconceptions.
From my view, no one else was back there down in that unsecured area.
Hey movie buffs, today we're diving into the thrilling world of Room 926. This mind-bending film is not just a movie, but a captivating journey into the depths of human psyche. Room 926 is a unique blend of psychological thriller and suspense that keeps you on the edge of your seat. The plot revolves around a young woman who awakens in a mysterious room, unsure of how she got there or what lies ahead. Her only solace is a voice guiding her through this bizarre labyrinth. As the tale unfolds, you'll experience twists and turns that will make your head spin. The film challenges your perception, making you question reality and truth. It's a testament to the power of great storytelling and cinematic excellence. So if you're ready for an intriguing cinematic experience that will stimulate your senses and leave you wondering what just happened, then Room 926 is add it to your watch list and prepare for an unforgettable movie night. Thanks for joining me today in exploring this intriguing film. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating content like this. Until then, Lenore, the elder sister, was always the more ambitious and cunning of the two. She harbored a deep-seated jealousy towards her younger sister, Kenneka, who was loved by everyone for her kind heart and gentle nature. Manafa, her best friend, was caught in the middle unaware of the dark plans brewing in Lenore's mind. It was Lenore lured Kenneka to the Crown Plaza under the pretense of a surprise celebration. Monifa, trusting Lenore, accompanied them, unaware of the sinister plot unfolding. As the night progressed, Lenore's true intentions became clear. She had meticulously planned to eliminate Kenneka and frame Monifa for the crime. Lenore, with help, led Kenneka to the basement, known only to a few, where she carried out her heinous act. Kenneca's lifeless body was left in the freezer, and Lenore quickly set about fabricating evidence to implicate Monifa. She planted Monifa's belongings near the scene and tampered with the hotel security footage. Lenore went a step further by planting evidence on Kenneka's phone. She sent a series of text messages from her phone to Kenneka, making it appear as though Monifa was texting Kenneka and luring Kenneka to the basement. The messages read, "I am ready to go, and I am hot, I need to cool off." These messages were designed to make it look like Monifa had orchestrated the entire plan. Lenore placed Monifa's lip gloss in the hotel freezer, where Kenneka's body was eventually found.
Same lip gloss they left in the freezer.
The presence of the lip gloss was meant to suggest that Monifa had been in the area and had left behind a crucial piece of evidence. Lenore's plan seemed to be working flawlessly.
See, somebody in the chat said, wow, this is actually sound legit. Why she, bro? Keep listening.
And when I saw it, looked like it was just all over her head. It didn't add up. It didn't add up.
Were you the one who spoke with your sister at about 1:30 the night before on Saturday morning? Or no? One of your family members spoke with her at 1:30, right?
No, I know she left house at 11:30.
On Friday?
Yeah.
But Saturday morning, there was a report that somebody spoke with her, at least knew that she was alive at 1:30 on Saturday morning. Is there any confirmation that you know of from that? Okay.
No, I didn't.
So we're literally looking for...
Make it so bad, I submitted all the paperworks. I submitted all the paperwork to AI. Right? Listen what I'm telling y'all. If y'all listen to me, this is what I did. I took all the paperwork that I had and all the paperwork and the surveillance footage, and I told AI, give me a narrative of what you think that happened to Kenneka. Right? Even though I did my own research, and before I did this, you know what my narrative is about. But this strange that a computer, AI, giving them all the evidence. All I did, if I got statements of the police statements, right? And I give it to AI and I tell them, AI, what's the narrative on Kenneka? The AI gonna say, oh, Kenneka was a 19-year-old, died in the freezer by accident. According to the autopsy report, it's all accidental. With the paperwork that I gave them. Then I asked another question. Can you add a plot twist to it? That's all I asked. Can you just add a plot twist to it? And guess what it gave me, this? This what it gave me. And this what how it's finna narrate the whole conversation, gang. Look. Said, man, ain't no way a AI can have conscience like this, bruh. Ain't no way the AI supposed to be doing none of this if it ain't got no truth to it. Watch how AI finna tell y'all what's really going on. And this just AI talk.
Did you see this video that was traveling around on Facebook? And this is something I want to ask police, because I've asked them before. They said they weren't privy to it today. With a young lady who said she was her friend, who had a knife in her hand and a white t-shirt, and she was, is there any reason for you to be concerned about?
I saw that, but if it was somebody from the hotel park, the police didn't tell us.
Somebody's doing something.
Yeah, they didn't tell us if it was. They didn't.
That's what I thought.
It's a bunch of other videos that's at 240, that's at 230. It's a lot of more videos coming out, and I have the video. See, she was fine. She was sitting there. She wasn't like this or none of that. So if y'all say she got lost at 2 somehow, she in a video. So she just sitting there. She talking. Because when the manager knocked on the door, whoever it was, Kenneka was one of the persons that went to the door and they say that was the manager. You see this in the video. So she was drunk and she had to come up missing around 3 something, not 2 something. It ain't adding up because we got like 5 more videos.
The fabricated evidence pointed directly at Monifa, who was devastated and confused by the accusations. The police, eager to close the case, accepted the doctored paperwork without question, making it appear as though Monifa had left Kenneka in the hallway. As the investigation progressed, Monifa's pleas of innocence fell on deaf ears. Lenore, meanwhile, played the role of the grieving sister, gaining sympathy from the community. But Lenore was not working alone. Their mother, who shared Lenore's dark ambitions, acted as the lookout. She parked in the hotel parking lot, carefully positioning her car to avoid the security cameras. Throughout the night, she communicated with Lenore on the phone, keeping a close watch on the hotel surroundings in real time. Her role was to ensure that no one would interrupt Lenore's sinister plan. The mother had a key role in sneaking in and out of the hotel at critical moments. She knew the layout, having studied it meticulously. She used a service entrance at the back of the hotel, which was rarely monitored and often used by staff. This entrance allowed her to move in and out without being seen by the main security cameras. At key moments, the mother would enter the hotel to check on Lenore's progress. She would use the service elevators to avoid the main hallways and slip into the shadows. Whenever she heard someone approaching, her timing was impeccable, and she always managed to stay out of sight. Meanwhile, Monifa was in the hotel room, completely unaware of the dark events unfolding. She had been told by Lenore to wait there. Monifa, trusting her friends, sat patiently, occasionally checking her phone and wondering what was taking so long. She had no idea that her best friend was being led to her doom, and that she herself was being framed for the crime. When Lenore was planting the evidence on Kenneka's phone, the mother was stationed near the basement entrance, ready to alert Lenore if anyone came close. She used a small, discreet earpiece to communicate with Lenore, ensuring that their plan went off without a hitch. After the crime was committed, the mother made her way back to the parking lot using the same service elevators. She parked her car in a secluded spot, away from the main cameras, and waited for Lenore's signal. Once Lenore confirmed that everything was in place, the mother drove away, leaving no trace of her involvement. Now it's time to run those video files by an independent investigator, audio-video forensic expert, Doug Harner. There are a principle called CART principle, which is take something and leave something. If a thief, for example, breaks into a house, they leave fingerprints or footprints. Well, with a video, if someone manipulates a video, they leave behind artifacts, defects in the video that are inconsistent with what was already there. What level of talent would it take for someone to be able to alter a video in a way that it would not be obvious to the naked eye? In this particular case, the files that I received were EXS. Had it not been in the X, the person could, with enough skill and enough time and the right software, manipulate it. But from a forensics point of view, what you describe is not possible. Even if someone was able to export the video into some other format, they did not have to get it back into the X, and there is no tool to do that. There is no known example, ever, of anyone being able to alter this kind of video without it being detectable. These all are trustworthy recordings. I think we got everything we need right there, Doug. There are a different set of rules for the minorities in this community, and there is for the white people, because they get lied to all the time. I got all these police files. We got surveillance video. The next thing I need to do is talk to a crime scene investigator. I'm gonna find out if there was anything unusual about the crime scene. Paul Ciolino was a homicide investigation expert with decades of experience. Now, he did not work on the Kenneka Jenkins case, so he got no skin in the game here, but he does have a lot to say. On the internet, you get too many cooks in the kitchen, and who doesn't even know what evidence is or what it looks like. That causes a lot of. We see evidence of that in the dozens of crime scene photos released by the Rosemont Police Department. Her underwear is intact. There are no bruising. Her fingernails appear to be all intact. I do not see any injuries on her face. What's significant is there are no obvious signs of a struggle or a fight or defensive wounds. This is a pretty strong kid. If there were some problems, there would have been a fight. I mean, the place is dirty, so she picking up all the dirt. You see her foot here kind of scraped. These are just indications of somebody who's rolling around on the floor, and it's not uncommon in hypothermia cases because there are all kinds of physiological issues going on, so they do not know what they're doing. There's nothing that would indicate she was attacked by someone. The emergency latch on the indoor side of the freezer, it's a simple matter of pushing this, and it does not require a lot of force. You cannot get locked in. I'm telling you by these pictures, it looks at me, she gets in that freezer, and she goes right down to the floor. I do not think she ever made an attempt to get out. Her blood alcohol was so high, she laid down and went right to sleep. And the problem with hypothermia, you hit 95, you dead. You talking a 3-degree difference in what we're doing right now where we're sitting. and dying. I mean, that not a lot. So this poor kid never knew she was in the freezer. You do not agree with this simple story of your daughter walking into the freezer and freezing to death. That is not acceptable to you. As Trey Gang, the audio-video forensic expert, meticulously examines the video files, he notices something peculiar. Despite his initial confidence in the authenticity of the recordings, he detects subtle anomalies that suggest tampering. The X files, which were thought to be unalterable, reveal faint traces of manipulation. Trey Gang expertise tells him that someone with an extraordinary level of skill and access to advanced, undisclosed technology could have altered the videos without leaving obvious artifacts. Trey Gang decides to dig deeper, and his investigation leads him to a shocking discovery. The hotel owner has a dark past and connections to a secretive organization specializing in high-tech surveillance and cover-ups. This organization has been involved in numerous shady dealings, including organ harvesting and human trafficking. Trey Gang findings reveal that the hotel owner orchestrated the entire incident to cover up a sinister operation happening within the hotel. The surveillance videos were manipulated to erase any evidence of the hotel involvement in illegal activities. The hotel staff, under the owner orders, had been instructed to ensure that any potential witnesses were silenced. As Trey Gang uncovers more evidence, he realizes that the hotel basement contains a hidden network of secret hallways and trapdoors leading to a concealed medical facility. This facility is where the organization conducts its gruesome operations, harvesting organs from unsuspecting victims who check into the hotel. The crime scene photos, which initially seem to show no signs of a struggle, were also doctored. In reality, Kenneka Jenkins had discovered the hotel dark secret and was trying to escape when she was caught and subdued by the hotel security team. The injuries on her body were carefully concealed to make it appear as though she had simply succumbed to hypothermia. Trey Gang investigation puts him in grave danger. He becomes a target for the organization. He must now navigate a web of deceit and corruption to expose the truth and bring justice to Kenneka Jenkins and other victims. The hotel owner will stop at nothing to protect his empire, and Doug must rely on his wits and allies to survive the deadly game of cat and mouse. The unraveling Trey Gang, now aware of the hotel dark secrets, decides to take his findings to the authorities. However, he quickly realizes that the local police are compromised and possibly in on the cover-up. Determined to expose the truth, who has a reputation for uncovering corruption, Trey Gang began to gather more evidence. They interview former hotel employees who reveal chilling stories of guests disappearing and strange activities in the basement. One former employee provides with a key piece of evidence: a hidden camera placed in the basement out of suspicion. The footage shows the horrifying reality of the hotel's secret operations. As Trey Gang prepare to go public with this findings, the organization behind the hotel is powerful and has eyes everywhere. Zach's home is broken into, and his files are stolen. Zach receives anonymous threats warning him to back off. The family's secret. As my investigation progresses, Trey Gang uncover a shocking revelation about Kenneka Jenkins' family. While going through old police records and interviewing people who knew the family, they discover that Kenneka mother, Mrs. Jenkins, had a hidden past. Years ago, Mrs. Jenkins was involved in a covert operation with the same secretive organization that now runs the Hotel Dark operations. She was a whistleblower who had tried to expose the organization legal activities, but was forced into hiding after receiving threats. To protect her family, she moved to a new city, hoping to leave her past behind. However, the organization never forgot about her. When Kenneka checked into the hotel, the organization recognized her as Mrs. Jenkins' daughter and saw an opportunity for revenge. They orchestrated the entire incident to send a message to Mrs. Jenkins warning her to stay silent. Trey Gang Personal Journey. Trey Gang, a seasoned audio-video forensic expert, had always been passionate about uncovering the truth. His career was built on a foundation of integrity and a relentless pursuit of justice. However, this case would test him in ways he never imagined. When Trey Gang first received the video files, he approached them with his usual skepticism. He was confident in his skills and the principles of forensic analysis, but as he delved deeper, the subtle anomalies he discovered shook his confidence. The realization that someone could manipulate the videos with such precision was both fascinating and terrifying. This discovery ignited a fire within him to uncover the truth, no matter the cost. As Trey Gang investigation progressed, he found himself increasingly isolated. The news doubted his findings, and the local authorities were uncooperative. The threats made it clear that he was dealing with a powerful adversary. Despite the danger, Trey Gang's determination only grew stronger. He knew that backing down was not an option. Trey Gang trusting no one. With his findings, the deeper Trey Gang dug, the more he uncovered about the Hotel Dark operations and the organization reach. The gruesome reality of the organ harvesting and human trafficking operations weighed heavily on him. The thought of Hey movie buffs, today we're diving into the thrilling world of Room 926. This
showed him the video with Jenkins' mother's blessing so he could help clear up any misconceptions.
From my view, no one else was back there down in that unsecured area.
And mama ain't got to beg us. We all know something is wrong. She doesn't have to beg. She's asked for help enough times.
And everything I stated since day one is there.
Every single day we've been, listen to this. Every day that we've come out here, something new has been revealed. Every day. We get a new angle, a new clue, a new family member, something new every day.
Exactly. And let them know that is not me on that video y'all fighting. If I be out here, yeah, think up on live somebody did it. But thank y'all though. That wasn't me. Yeah. It's a lot of stuff.
They trying to discredit and no, don't be distracted. Mama ain't fighting. Look, we done had a whole lot of reasons to fight out here, but mama ain't letting us fight.
Here y'all. All the females nowadays wear sew-ins. We wear sew-ins. Kenneka hair was wet. She had straight hair. Her hair was flat iron straight. You can flat iron this body wave hair straight. But once it get wet, that's exactly how it's gonna look. Her eyelashes, the way they were when her eyes were closed, they were wet. And then I just recently started thinking the other day, the pool may have actually been the actual crime scene. The pool, y'all. Listen to this.
Shinny, you said she probably died in a pool?
Listen to this, though, y'all. This is crazy. I just started thinking about it the other day because you know how I am. When something gets into my head, I can't let it go. I got to figure out why. Why her hair was so wet. The rest of her body wasn't. You know, why was her hair and eyelashes so wet? You know, the security guard gave cleaning out the pool for feces as the reason why he didn't help her friends look for her. That he got an emergency call to clean the pool for feces. Cleaning the pool at 4 in the morning, Zach. 4 a.m. Open at that time. So it wasn't an emergency. If that pool, if it had feces in it, it had feces in it before that pool closed that night before. So unless them feces was in there from the night before, or whose feces were they?
Why was he
I was
cleaning?
just about to say that.
Burton says she's looking for answers, and so far she's not satisfied with what she's hearing about how her 19-year-old daughter, Kenneka Jenkins, may have died. Hotel employees found her body in a freezer in the basement. Jenkins had been at a birthday party Friday night on the 9th floor at the Crown Plaza Hotel. Friends admit they were
on the stairs in front of her house. First of all, if my friend drunk and she sleep in the party, we're finna go. Monique finna say, we're finna go. Monique finna say, we finna go. Kenneka on the stairs in front of her house. The whole party busted in, but she didn't make it seem as if it was real. That she was missing. Fuck that. You still partying with us, and then after you say Kenneka missing, then Shakara say, Irene, Kenneka really not up in here. I looked around. That's damn now 3 o'clock. 2 hours later. And then after you say Kenneka missing, then Shakara say, Irene, Kenneka really not up in here. I looked around. That's damn now 3 o'clock. 2 hours later. I'm confused. I ain't trying Kenneka missing, then Shakara say, Irene, Kenneka really not up in here. I looked around. That's damn now 3 o'clock. 2 hours later. I'm confused. And then after you say Kenneka missing, then Shakara say, Irene, Kenneka really not up in here. I looked around. That's damn now 3 o'clock. 2 hours later. I'm confused. I ain't trying to hear shit. Nobody saying. 2 hours.